What up, Kano? What up, James? What's up, guys? What's going on? How you guys doing tonight? Cracking my motherfucking fingers here. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're doing good. Hell yeah, Sunday. Day of rest, chilling out. Good, how about you? Good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Just chilling on Sunday, like I said. Just crushed a whole pizza a little bit ago. Destroyed that bitch. Didn't stand a chance. You guys think I should turn the... Should I turn the TV on in the background? I just have like it's like the Roku like background or anything. You guys think I should do that just so there's something to look at? I'm about to head to sleep soon. Well, hey man, I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you popping in real quick, brother man. All right, bet. Just slam back a Xanax and a Zen and a coffee. God damn. That is a fucking combo right there, man. Whew. Good lord. Watching a horror movie. What are you watching, bro? I used to like horror movies quite a bit, bro. I don't really watch too many movies anymore, but me and my buddies, bro, we used to watch horror movies pretty often. Freaking Sinister is probably my favorite horror movie, bro. Horror movie. It's a good ass movie. It's scary, but it's also just like a good movie. Good acting and stuff like that. Then have you ever seen Barbarian? Bro, that movie's fucked. That is a crazy ass movie. If you've ever seen that, bro. Oh, you mean watch a horror movie? You mean put a horror movie on in the background? Oh. I guess I could. I could put something on there like that. Do you have your own place? Or you live with your parents? I have my own place, bro. I haven't lived with the rents for a long, long time. Not for a while, man. I've had my own place. See, I moved out when I was 19. I had my first place, and then I moved in, and then when I was like 21, after me and my girlfriend broke up, I moved in with my grandma for a little bit, and then I've had my roommates and stuff ever since that. Since I was like 22, 22. Yes, we should watch a horror movie and rate it at the end. Yeah, like I said, bro, I don't hardly watch movies anymore. I used to a lot, but I just don't enjoy them like I used to, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of good ones, you know? Now, James, it says you're the number one fan right now, or number one commenter or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I've seen like, I know I haven't seen all the good movies, but I've seen a lot of good movies. Like, I have a hard time finding a movie I enjoy. You know what I mean? I like sci-fi, bro. I used to like horror movies. I like action movies and stuff, but I mean, I've seen so many of them, bro. It's just hard to thumbs down to James. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just can't get into them like I used to. It's got to be something really good. You know what I mean? It's got to have a really good storyline, some really good acting. Um, but I had like a bunch of people in here, bro. They were saying I look like the guy from End of Watch, which is Jake Gyllenhaal, bro, which is what people say all the fucking time. Um, but yeah, if you guys have ever seen that movie End of Watch, it's a cop movie, bro, and it's badass. It's a good ass movie. Have you ever seen There Will Be Blood? You're jealous. You're not number one fan, fool. I never seen it. Yeah, End of Watch is good. It's a really good movie, man. They're two like I think they're like two LA police officers, and probably an old movie. It's probably before you were born, man. It probably came out in like 2010. But yeah, and then There Will Be Blood. It's a movie about like a big oil tycoon. That's a really good movie too, bro. Very intense. Very intense movie. Shoot, what's another one? I think I've told you guys too, Logan. If you guys have seen Logan, it's about Wolverine. It's like the old man Wolverine comics. Bro, that movie's hella good. Hella good. You look at the guy from the movie Ride Along. Kevin James. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Stand-up comedian who yells a lot. Kevin James? Or no, not Kevin James. Kevin James is a fucking... He's the dude from Grown Ups. No, I'm Kevin Hart. Yeah, I look like Kevin Hart. Yeah, I could see that. Kevin Hart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my twin, bro. Never seen it. Most definitely old. RT, these are movies from like 2010, brother, man. I know you were born in like 2015 or something, you know, but 2017, something like that. Mark Bow. What up, Mark? How you doing, Mark? I've seen you pop in here a couple times. How you doing, man? That's my Gemini twin. 2012. Yeah, that's when they say the world ended, bro. That's when I was growing up. That's when they said everything was going to end, was 2012. Because the Mayan calendar or whatever. And then this is before your time, Kano. RT, this is way before your time, bro. But Y2K, have you ever heard of Y2K? That was, Jen said 2012, you're still a baby. I know. He ain't even old enough to be in this chat, man. But yeah, Y2K was 1999 going into 2000. It was like when they said after 2000, like all the computers and shit were going to crash and planes were going to fall out of the sky and all kinds of crazy shit. See y'all later. I got to go to bed, sadly, but see you on another stream. I'll stop by. Why did the meatball drown? Because he fell into the pool. I don't know. All right, James. I'll see you later, bro. Big Lou.
What's up, bro?
What up, man?
My viewers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
8 ball. Cecilia said this. That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, I checked out some... I was on, like, checking out people's YouTube lives or whatever. I've never done that. I've never actually, like, swiped through and, like, watched people's lives. Saw some interesting characters on there. That's the best way I could describe it. Some interesting people. Do you think they did it? Who? Did what? What's your favorite show? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite show anymore. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't watch... I was just talking about that earlier, bro. I don't watch a lot of movies anymore. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. I used to. I don't know. Favorite show? You look like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, bro. He's got some good movies, man. I like that movie Grown Ups, bro. That movie Grown Ups is funny. Tiny hat people. Oh, God. That's a whole nother conversation, man. I mean, fuck. Not appropriate for here, man. I don't want people to get all riled up and shit, man. Trying to keep it calm, trying to keep it easy, man. Like I said, I try to avoid the controversial topics and stuff on here, bro, just because I just don't want to get into that on the internet, you know what I mean? Shit like that, it just gets too crazy too quick, man. I was on here the other night, and I went live with this dude, Devin. He hops in, usually on like Friday, Saturdays, he hops in, and we were drinking, and we definitely got a little crazy with some of the topics. We were getting into it, man. Kano said he's seen Grown Ups. It's a good movie. I was lying about taking Xanax. I want to seem like a cool drug guy. Bro, there ain't nothing cool about drugs, man. Ain't nothing cool about drugs, bro. Drugs are not for cool people. Especially Xans. I remember when I was in high school, bro, motherfuckers were taking Xans. I had a buddy OD'd taking pills and drinking. You know, that was like, oh God, that was probably 3 or 4 years ago now, maybe even 5 years ago. Hey, God, that's Kratom is cool. I had a buddy had a fucking seizure because of Kratom. Fucking seized up right here on our fucking floor, dude. So I would have to disagree with you on that. He had to go to the hospital, bro. We thought he was gonna fucking croak on the floor, dude. It was traumatizing, dude. This is less than a year ago. It was my old roommate, bro. When he got out of the shower, he went fishing, took a shower, he was totally fine. And it was 3 of us living here. Me and my one roommate were chilling in my room, and then all of a sudden we heard our other roommate fucking collapse in the hallway, and we fucking went over there and he was convulsing, bro. And it was because of fucking Kratom. So, not cool. Not cool shit. And then he went through withdrawals like as if he was on opioids, bro. He went through withdrawals for like 3 days, bro. He was sick, bro. Travis Francisco said, yes, I look forward to when you go live. Hey, hell yeah, man. I'm glad you're in here, bro. I'm glad you're watching, dude. Yeah, we're just in here chilling right now, dude. Sunday night vibes, bro. Heck yeah, Travis. American 1812. Hey, dude, what's up, man? What up, man? What's up, bro? I've seen you in a couple of these fucking lives, bro. Southern Girl, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Chilling on a Sunday. Just relaxing. I ate a whole fucking pizza earlier. Destroyed that bitch. Didn't stand a chance. Halfway to 500 subs. Let's go, gang. Excited for you, man. I know, dude. I'm up at 245 right now, bro. I was at 244, and then you saw that video I posted earlier, and dude, it got me another sub. Got me another sub for my video. So I was like, let's fucking go. Nice snot ring, stud. Appreciate it, dude. Almost to your goal, Jed. Yeah, I know, bro. I'm almost halfway there. You know, this has got to be like my 16th or 17th live, and I've gained over 100 followers just from doing these lives. So yeah, no, I'm getting close, man. Getting close to that 500, dude. And the more I do it, you know what I mean, the more traction I get and shit like that. So like I posted a YouTube short, and within an hour it had like over 700 views within an hour of me posting the short. And I was like, oh shit, bro. Jed, what's sank? What's up, Kitso? Kitso, what up, man? Casper the Ghost. Oh, Casper the Goat. Casper the Goat. I like watching you, dude. You're chill as hell. I appreciate it, man. That's all we're doing in here, bro. We're just chilling. Just chilling like a villain, man. You know, nothing crazy. For my lives, I don't have a gimmick or anything. You know, that's what I mean. Like today was my first time actually like watching other people's lives, just because I wanted to see, like, kind of see what other people do. And like some people are doing nothing. You know, some people got like a gimmick, or like some people like dress up or, you know, shit like that. But I was like, I mean, I'm just in here chilling, just talking to you guys, you know, trying to respond to people and shit. So, but no, man, I'm glad you feel like that, bro. This is a safe space, big dog. Congrats on the subs. It's hard getting subs. LOL, trying to grow my channel as well. Can't give up though. Yeah. No, I mean, you just gotta keep going. Just gotta stay consistent and stuff, because that's what I noticed when I was posting a lot. Probably within like, I remember like my first couple videos, it was like my second or third video actually got like a couple thousand views, but it was actually from like a big ass like block party. There was fucking cars flipped on the street and shit. It's called Chit Fest. It's like a big block party at OSU, and we went a couple years ago, and it was anarchy, bro. They were fucking smashing windshields, flipping cars. There was a big ass fight. Cops came, shut down the whole street, bro. It was crazy. So it was like my third YouTube video. I posted a video from that and it got like a couple thousand views. And then like my first couple videos, you know, it's like 50 views, something like that, or YouTube shorts. And then I started, you know, posting every single day. And then like every video I was posting was getting like 1,000 views, you know, on the YouTube shorts. And then I stopped. I stopped for a couple months. I stopped posting YouTube shorts. And then I started posting again and they'd get like 300 views, 400 views. Like I got a short that I posted like a week or two ago. It has like 30 views. But since I've been consistent on the lives and just more shit, like it's definitely starting to pick up again. So yeah, you just got to stay consistent. Just keep at it, you know. You never know what's going to hit. You could have a random ass video go viral. You know what I mean? You never know. What's your goal with YouTube? Man, my goal, bro, I mean, my goal since I was 14 years old, bro, I wanted to be a YouTuber. Like I always thought that was super cool, but I was always embarrassed. I was always embarrassed to tell people I want to be a YouTuber. So I never went after it because I cared too much what people thought. So my goal with YouTube, man, would be to fucking be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Have it pay my bills, and really I'd like to be able to live wherever I want to live. You know what I mean? That would be my main goal, is to be able to live anywhere and not have to worry about what kind of job I have to get because I'm going to make money off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I could pick wherever I want to live, you know, have a nice little house. I don't need to be rich and famous. You know what I mean? That's not my goal, is to be fucking famous. But to make enough to where I can choose where I want to live, whatever state, whatever place, be able to afford a house, be able to afford my bills. That's my goal, man. Honestly, that's really what I'm looking for, bro. So that's like I said, that's what I've always wanted to do. Keep that. Yeah, I mean, dude, I knew a girl who OD'd on doing a line of creatine. You guys know what that is? Because you're not supposed to say the white powder stuff. People use creatine as like a word for that. She was like 19 or 20, bro, and she was at a party at Ohio State and did a bump or a line or something with some dude at the party, and she fucking OD'd. And they had a can of Narcan, bro, and they fucking hit her with it, and it saved her life. So, no, I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't hang out with people who do drugs. When I was saying earlier on here, you know, I did have one of my old roommates had a fucking seizure from that kratom shit because he was taking antidepressants, and if you mix antidepressants and kratoms, it can cause seizures. And he fucking seized up on the floor, man. Dude, scared the fuck out of us, bro. We called the ambulance. It was so scary. We thought we were gonna lose him, bro. It was so fucking scary. But we had no idea. You know what I mean? We had literally no idea that he was doing this shit. I did say, like a month before that happened, I was like talking to my other roommate, and I was like, "Is he acting kind of weird to you?" And he's like, "No, I don't notice anything." I'm like, "He seems kind of off, bro." And his dad said the same thing. His dad was like, he's like, "I knew something was going on." He's like, before he had a seizure, he's like, "I knew there was something odd about him." He kept sweating real bad. I mean, sweating like a motherfucker, bro. Like dripping sweat, not doing anything. And we're like, "Bro, why are you sweating like that?" It's because his body's trying to get out all these toxins and shit. And then yeah, he seized up on the floor one night, and then he quit doing the kratom, and he had to go. He went through withdrawals, like heroin withdrawals, bro. Literally, he was fucking sick and sweating and cold and shaking and couldn't eat. He was sick as fuck from this kratom shit that he was buying over the counter. So fucking that shit's dangerous, man. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done it or tried it or whatever, but fucking stay away from that shit. They say it's gas station heroin, is what they call it. His goal right now is to hit 500 subs, but he will continue to progress. Yeah. Once I hit 500, man, after 500, I'm going for 1,000. And then from 1,000, I'm going to 10,000, bro. So, hell yeah. Erica Kirk says, "Hi, what's up?" Guns and gear. I like guns. RIP Chuck Norris. Facts, bro. Facts. RIP a legend. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Norris died. He was like 82, 81, or maybe 86. I don't know. He was pretty old. But man, he's a legend, dude. RIP. What up, Colton? What up, man? What up? Oh, fuck. I'm way behind on the chats. All right, let me catch up here. RT said goodnight. Hey, have a good one, man. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. I can already tell the struggle you've endured has been very little. You've been blessed in life. Be thankful, especially if you're in college right now. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm not in I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else, but what the hell? I like Kratom. Yeah, to each his own, dude. You know, you can do what you want. Big Caden. What's up, bro? You seem like a cool guy, and I keep seeing you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, bro. I'm just in here chilling, man. I don't know what I'm doing on these lives. I just talk to you guys and hang out. You know what I mean? Toby. What up, Toby? What's up, dude? Big Toby. I think Toby, he's been in here a couple times, bro. I left my wife like you wanted me to, bro. She took the kids. Dude, some of these messages, bro, are off the chain, bro. Some crazy ass shit, bro. I had yeah, I've gotten some crazy ass messages here on the lives, bro. It's the internet is the internet's a crazy place, man. I raised them like my own, even though she had them with brother. Dude, stuff like that, bro. What the hell? Toby said, I'm here to stay, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, man. You know, I tell people on here all the time, like, you know, I appreciate the support and shit like that, but don't ever feel obligated. You know, don't feel obligated to sub or don't feel obligated to watch and shit, but I do appreciate it. You know what I mean? So hell yeah, man. I'm glad you're here, bro. Yo, Jed, what's your favorite sport? Favorite sport to play? Favorite sport to play is definitely golf. I do like to golf. My dad started bringing me out golfing when I was like probably like 13. So that's something me and my dad have always done together. But to watch, I'd have to say probably MMA. MMA would be my favorite sport to watch. I like the UFC and shit like that. What is Diddy like in real life? He's a chill dude, bro. Diddy's a freak, man. You guys have heard the rumors. I love the fact you keep it real. Hey, man. I mean, I like to stay. I mean, I've stayed pretty neutral on here, bro. You know, like I'm always trying to stay relaxed on here and stuff, and then I don't like to get all controversial and shit, man. Just because the internet's got enough of that. You know what I mean? So I keep it pretty chill in here. I do like to cuss and, you know, talk about whatever. I'll talk about like real world experiences and stuff like that, man. So, you know, golf is valid. Yeah, bro, it's fun to play, man. It's a very mental game, bro. But it's fucking fun, man. Like I said, I played with my dad since I was 13. So it's always fun to, you know, go do that, get some fresh air, sunlight, practice your game. And it's fun to play with your buddies too. I like to go with my buddies and beat them. So I got one buddy I golf with that's better than me. He's a really good golfer. But my other buddies, I go out there and beat them. So that's a good feeling too. I like to win. Travis Sample says hi. What up, Travis? What up, man? Mixed Martial Arts said, yeah, you dodge all my questions about the tiny hats. Yeah, I let those. I mean, I have my own opinions about all kinds of stuff, man, but I just, they're personal opinions. I choose to not share them publicly. So, some of my stuff, if you guys watch some of my videos on my channel, I mean, you'll hear some of my opinions about shit. But, Jay, what are your childhood cartoons? Bro, the Justice League cartoon, Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series. I like old Dragon Ball Z. The Dragon Ball Z and stuff when I was a kid, bro, was fucking sweet. I like SpongeBob. Shit, man. Regular Show. If you guys have ever seen Regular Show, that show's pretty fucking funny. Are you a frog? Are you black? Can't you tell I'm black, bro? Can't you tell, man? I thought everybody could tell, bro. I didn't think you'd have to ask. Mr. Bubbles said, what's good? What's good, Mr. Bubbles? What up? What up? I know. I saw that shit, bro. That was that's a crazy ass message, man. Like I said, bro, you get some wild shit on here, bro. The YouTube lives is like the wild, wild west, bro. I mean, you never know what you're gonna fucking run into. You're always gonna get some. You're gonna get some crazy messages, bro. That's just how it goes. I got a yeast infection. Like, bro, what is that, bro? I don't know what possesses people to say shit like this, bro. PD Bishop said, what's up, bro? What up, man? What up? What up? How are you doing, Jed? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. See, I just got another one. This dude said I just farted, bro. Oh, shit. But no, I'm doing good, bro. I'm just chilling on a Sunday, relaxed today. I had pizza earlier. I ate the whole fucking pizza, bro. Because that's how I roll. So, no, man, I'm doing good. How about you, bro? Jay, did you end up getting a new job? Right now, I mean, I'm just doing my odd jobs right now. I'm going out tomorrow, splitting wood on this guy's property tomorrow, doing that Monday, Tuesday. He had 2 trees fall down. We had a big windstorm a couple weeks back. So, running the chainsaw, splitting wood, running the tractor tomorrow. So, that'll be fun. Because I like doing that shit. That shit's fun to me. And then I've been reselling on Facebook and Facebook Marketplace and eBay. I've been doing that for... this is coming up on like 4 or 5 months. I've been doing that. So, I'm staying afloat. You know what I mean? Deciding what I want to do next. You know what I mean? Because I can go out and get a job whenever I feel like it. You know what I mean? I have like a couple. I mean, I got like when I work construction, my boss out there, he'd take me back in a heartbeat. So I'm just kind of biding my time. You know what I mean? Seeing what I want to do, what kind of direction I want to go in. So no rush. You know what I mean? Love you, King. Please don't go bald. I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best, bro. Freaking, they say you go bald like on your mom's side. So like your mom's dad. And my grandpa, my mom's dad, he's still got pretty much a full head of hair. So he's 67, bro. And he's still, bro, he doesn't have any aches and pains. Bro, he's still got energy for days. Like he's in hella good shape. So I'm hoping, knock on wood. I'm hoping I'll end up the same way, bro. And he's a smoker too. He smokes. So I think that's... I don't seem to be able to get your current location. So I think that could be part of the reason, like, he does. I mean, he doesn't have a full head of hair, but he's got most of his hair. It recedes a little bit. But I think if he wasn't a smoker, I think he'd have a full head of hair. You know what I mean? So, and I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. So I think hopefully be able to keep my hair for a long time. I'm hoping. But if I go bald, then I'm fucking shaving that shit off, man. If I'm going bald, bro, I'm just buzzing my head bald. I ain't playing that game where I'm keeping it halfway or doing a comb over or some shit like that. Or I knew, dude, one of my previous bosses, bro, he got a fucking hair transplant in Turkey. And it looks like shit. It looks like shit, man. And I'm like, dude, yeah, you were better off just being bald, man. I'm like, that's what he did. He did rock the bald head forever. And then all of a sudden he had hair. We're like, dude, we're like, what are you doing, bro? But hey, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Bubble said, what's the word? What are we up to tonight? We're just chilling, man. Just chilling, bro. Responding to you guys and just hanging out, relaxing. My roommate just got home a little bit ago. He was out his brother-in-law's house. They were fucking redoing the deck. So they were fucking pulling out all the old boards and stuff, and they're getting ready to lay new boards down. Get it stained, get it all nice and pretty, you know. Can you do a cartwheel? Yes, I can. We had to do them in wrestling, bro, because I wrestled in high school. So I can still do a cartwheel. I can do a one-handed cartwheel. I can do a round off. I used to be able to do like head springs is what we called them. It's like kind of you like jump kind of like on your head and you like flip back over. I could kick up off the ground, lay on my back and kick up off the ground. And I had a bunch of my buddies that could do backflips. I was never able to do a backflip, but I also didn't try. I didn't practice enough, you know. Maybe if I practiced, I probably could. Because I got good hops, man. I mean, like back in high school, I mean, I couldn't dunk a basketball, but I could dunk a volleyball. And I can still grab a rim, two hands or whatever, stand right underneath the hoop and just. So I've always had some hops. White boy got hops, you know what I'm saying? Good weekend? Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a good weekend, man. It was a really good weekend. Windstorm made work slow for us here. Hey, not always a bad thing, man. Jordan said you were the man. I appreciate that, bro. Oh shit, I'm behind on the chats. Here, let me catch up here, guys. Slat Sarah said, hi, hope you're doing good. You too. I hope you're doing good. I am doing good. Your ceiling looks like spiders. Just got off work. Walked my fish and saw a tweaker eating a brick. Crazy. Crazy work. Baldness is cool. With confidence, man. As long as you're confident, dude, it doesn't even matter. Not gonna lie, you look like Jake Gyllenhaal or like an actor or something. Bro, I hear the Jake Gyllenhaal thing a lot. I hear that a lot. But hey, I'll take it. You know? I'll fucking take that compliment all day, man. I only do tar, nothing crazy. Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Hanks had a clone. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I hate my life currently. Any life advice? Man, dude, I mean, life ain't easy, bro. I mean, bro, the older you get, the more complicated life gets. Bro, there's actually studies, man, that like, it's like from 22 up until like about like your early 50s can be like the most unhappy time in your lifetime because life gets complicated. You're not a kid, you're not a teenager, you're not necessarily, you know, you're technically a grown up, but you're not at the level that other grown ups are and stuff. So man, life's hard, bro. I mean, I know this is kind of cookie cutter advice, man, but you know, find a community you like because humans are social creatures and they crave conversation and stuff like that. So find a community. You know, if you don't have friends, then join some kind of community. You know what I mean? And then I'd also say exercise. You know, exercising is releases endorphins and stuff in your brain. Man, I focus on like some self-improvement stuff, man. If you can, read books, get off of social media, because they've done studies about social media. The more social media you use, it's highly linked with depression and anxiety and loneliness and stuff like that. So like a lot of people, I don't know what your case is, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people spend too much time on that damn phone. And it causes depression, causes anxiety. So it's good to have some time away from that shit, man. listen to music you like. I know this is all kind of cookie cutter advice, man, but it's, everybody's different. And like I said, life is complicated, bro. So it's hard to give you a clear cut answer. You know what I mean? I wish I did wrestling in middle school and high school. Felt too self conscious. Well, hey, man. I mean, like, I know you can't join like obviously you can't join like a team like that, but you can always join a gym. There's always jujitsu classes and martial arts classes, and you can take wrestling and all kinds of stuff, man. And if you really want to go even more with that, you can join tournaments and stuff. I mean, I know guys that have joined wrestling tournaments as adults. You know what I mean? They have like tournament. You just fucking get online and look up wrestling tournament or jiu-jitsu tournament or taekwondo tournament, whatever, and you can fucking enter and go compete, man. You absolutely can. I've thought about doing that myself, man. Because like I said, I wrestled in high school. Then I did a jiu-jitsu tournament when I was in high school too. I got a gold medal, you know. Not bad, not bad. It was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Yo, Jed, there's a top fan thing with XP. I was wondering how to get XP. Dude, I have no clue. I have no idea. I'm no expert on the internet. I don't know. You'd have to ask, like, if you've met James on here before, James or like RT or something. They know a lot more than we do. They're a little bit younger than us. I like this. No, not probably. You definitely would have nailed it. You can do it right now if you really wanted to, man. And you know this. Peace, love, respect, honor, always. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words, man. There's too much nastiness on the internet. You know what I mean? You get all kinds of crazy shit on there, bro. So I do appreciate the kind words, man. Trust me. Big Robert. I appreciate that, big dog. You can do sports also. Walk a lot, hang out with friends, stay with your family. Yeah, that's good advice as well, man. Getting fresh air, just going for a walk, getting a little bit of exercise, man. People take that stuff for granted or granted. You know what I mean? People take that stuff for granted all the time, man. Chumar, I ain't gonna spam a chill, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, Colton's a real one, bro. He's a real one. I've been staying here for a long time, by the way. Ali GT. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you watching and shit, bro. Okay, I'm way behind. All right, I gotta catch up. Gotta catch up here. Okay. Okay. Colton here said life sucks, man. I mean, dude, life is hard, bro. It is hard and it is complicated and it can be confusing and challenging, man. It's like what a lot of guys will say, a lot of people are reactive in life, but you got to be proactive, because a lot of people, they react to what life throws at them. And if you're constantly reacting to what life does to you, it is going to be miserable, man. So you got to be proactive, bro. You can't always be reactive. You got to make your own path. Got to make your own path, man. Find what you like, find your purpose, your passion, and then do that shit. Do stuff that you care more about yourself. I heard, if you guys have ever heard of Tony Robinson, he's like a motivational speaker and stuff like that, bro. I was just listening to one of his podcasts today, and that's what he was talking about, was do something that you love more than yourself, and that will bring you happiness, fulfillment, stuff like that. That's actually great advice. I'm not going to lie. You hit the nail on the head with self-improvement, finding community with everybody. Well, I appreciate that, man. And you also have to take things in your own hands. I agree with you. I agree with you on that, man. But yeah, trust me. I don't know everything. Trust me. I'm a flawed human being. I'm imperfect and I make mistakes and I'm going to make a lot more mistakes throughout my life. You know, I'm positive of that, you know, but I try to answer to the best of my ability, man. If I have some knowledge on a topic, man, I love to talk about it and I love to help people too. You know, acts of service and stuff. Like I've always enjoyed helping people and I have I have those abilities, man. I've been given a lot of gifts and stuff like that, you know, gifts from God and stuff, bro. So it is my purpose to help other people, man. It's what I'm good at. It's what I like to do. So, you know. Catch back up, please. Catch back up, please. All right, I'm getting close. I'm getting close, bro. You got it, brother. Humility is the path to the kingdom. You got it. Yeah. No, I agree with you there. You know, and bro, life has a thing of humbling you. It can happen at different points in time. It can happen when you're young. It could happen when you're old. It could be middle-aged. But usually at some point you go through something humbling or just life has that effect, man. It can do that, man. And you know, the more humble you are and stuff, bro, it makes things easier, bro. You know what I'm saying? Awesome vibe, my brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words too, man. I was just saying that a little bit ago, bro. There's so much negativity on the internet, bro. And it's nice to have some positivity, you know. So that's exactly what I'm doing here on this live, bro. Cuz I could give my opinions and talk about controversial topics and stuff like that and do what? And piss people off and you know, maybe have people on my side, but then there's going to be people who are on my side and I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just get on here to, you know, talk with you guys, grow my channel and, you know. So yeah, dude, I love the positivity and shit, man. Where are you from, Jeb? I'm from Ohio. I'm productively staying in the same exact spot. LOL. Well, hey, man, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. Dude, if you're happy with where you're at, then there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you believe, if you like where you're at and stuff, if you don't like where you're at and you stay there, then that's a problem. But if you're at a place that you like and you're staying there, what's the problem in that? You know? You eat tonight? How's your day been? I did. I had pizza. I had pizza for Din Din. Oh, here comes my roommate. What up?
What's up, guys?
I'm catching up on the chat right now. I'm a little behind.
Oh, yeah.
Not too far, but Auntie Brave said you look handsome, sir. She's talking to you, bro.
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Always love the compliments.
This guy said y'all play video games. What were you guys just playing downstairs?
We're playing Apex.
Apex.
Yeah, hopped on it. It's been a while.
He was, bro. He was on the Arc Raiders, bro. Heavy.
Yeah. And then Siege.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always been big on Siege.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I
Fire.
beat that game 3 times. 3 separate times.
Red Dead 2. I was playing Red Dead not that long ago. Big Wolf said hi. What up, Wolf? Bro, this dude Wolf, man, he's been in like I think pretty much every single one of my lives, bro.
Nice. I got a shower, bro. Freaking stink.
What time you work in the morning?
I leave by 9:15. I'm at my uncle's, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm working over at Mark's tomorrow.
Nice.
Cutting wood, chopping wood.
Yeah, dude. I've been prying wood off of this. Yeah, I've been
Working on the deck all day.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired.
Yeah. I feel it, man. That shit'll whoop your ass, bro.
I am whooped. Hey, shower. Your boy stanky.
I fucking believe it, bro.
You fucking believe it?
I'm talking to the host, not the guest. Oh, you're telling me my guest wasn't a handsome fella? Call of Duty World War Zombies was peak gaming. Back in the day, man. Back in the fucking day, bro. I think I missed my dude Colton's message in here, bro. Dude, that's fucking sad, man. I'm sorry to hear about your losses and stuff, bro. I'd like to say, things do get better with time and stuff, man, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you're gonna have more shit like that happen to you, bro, the older you get. Trust me. In my short few years here, I'm only 27, and in my my very short time on this earth, man, I've, gone through some very similar things, bro, and it's part of life, man. You gotta toughen up. I'm telling you, like, you just gotta, bro, if you're not tough, man, life will fucking beat you down, bro. Life will beat you to a fucking pulp if you're not tough enough, and that's the honest truth, man. No cookie cutter shit, nothing, bro. Like, it ain't gonna get easier, bro. Life typically gets harder and more complicated the older you get. You know what I mean? So, man, gotta get some thick skin. You gotta fucking, like I said, not be reactive to life. Be proactive, man. Make your own path. Find what you want to do, and don't let life come knocking you the fuck down. And when it does knock you down, get up again. And then it's gonna knock you down. You're gonna get up again and again and again and again, bro. Don't ever let it fucking keep you down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lumberjack Jed. Dude, I did, bro. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a lumberjack, bro. Like, that's, like, literally, when I was a little kid, bro, I wanted to be Batman, and I wanted to be a lumberjack. So I knew I couldn't be Batman when I got older. But no, I do. I've done tree work, man. My uncle has a tree cutting company, and I worked for him for a while, and then, any chance I can get, bro, running the chainsaw and shit, I love doing tree work, man. It's good work. It's hard work. It's dangerous. You just got to pay attention. Make sure you're paying attention and shit like that, and you'll be all right. But no, I do enjoy physical labor, man. It gives me a sense of pride. You're earning a dollar off of sweat and hard work and stuff. So to me, it's very prideful. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of honor and stuff like that, bro. Carry water. Hey, this is good. This guy's good. Have you ever read that book, Chop Wood, Carry Water? That's a good little book, man. I'm up in Canada. It's been snowing heavy right now. I'm working in snow removal. Yep. I've shoveled a lot of driveways in my time, man. I just did that last winter, bro. A couple months ago, we had a huge fucking snowstorm here in Ohio, and I was out shoveling driveways, man, to make money. So, hell yeah, man. Dude, I love doing that shit too. It's a good workout. And you're helping the community too. I was shoveling like some older people's driveways that can't do it themselves. There was an old couple, I went and shoveled their driveway, and their snows were completely piled in, so I, shoveled off their cars. I had, my, whatever you fucking call it. Like what is it called, man, when you use to sweep the fucking snow off the car? What is that? Anyways, but got the snow off their cars, and shovel their driveways and stuff. So you're helping the community. You're getting a good workout in. You're doing honest labor. You're getting paid, and you're helping the community. That's a win all around, bro. Everybody wins. Big Wolf said, I usually read, but now I tune in here. Great seeing more subs, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, bro. Reading's a great pastime, man, because it's, obviously you're educating yourself. Depending on what kind of book you read. I don't personally like fiction books. I like nonfiction and stuff. But even if you do like fiction books, you're exercising your brain. It's a healthy habit to have. It's a good hobby. It's a good way to kill time, and especially if you read nonfiction books, you're learning. You know what I mean? You get to sit there and learn, and you're not frying your brain through fucking scrolling. You know what I mean? You're exercising your brain. You're making your brain stronger, and you're learning something at the same time. Bro, there's so many people, as I've been an adult, bro, like, dude, I don't, other than like intelligent, successful people, they read all the time, bro. But like, I mean, I'm not saying my buddies are dumb or whatever, but dude, I'm the only person my age that I know that actually reads on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? Out of all like my peers and stuff like that, I don't know anybody else who fucking reads, bro. It's actually crazy. But I've always liked to read, man. I liked reading when I was a kid. It was fun. Like I used to read all the fucking time when I was a kid. Travis said, do a dance. Travis wants you to dance again. I know, bro. I told him one of these days, bro. One of these days, he might get a dance move out of me, bro. Oh, fuck. I gotta catch up. Dude, I am so fucking far behind. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let me catch up here. Let me catch up. Antia Brave said, I'm so sad to be older. It's a blessing to get older. You know, I was talking about that shit earlier, is you lose people. I mean, growing old is a blessing. I mean, a lot of people don't get to grow old. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get to get older, man. I've lost a lot of friends since high school, man. So dude, I'm extremely lucky to make it this long. You know? Shit. No, I'm glad to have lived this long. You know, I got in a real bad car wreck when I was 17 that I shouldn't have survived, but I did for some reason. You know, it just wasn't my time yet. So every day, I mean, every fucking day is a blessing. You never know. You never know when your last day is going to be. So it's very important to live life to the fullest and do what you want to do, and don't let people hold you back, and don't care what people think, man, because we're all going to die one day, and then it doesn't even fucking matter. So it's like, why not go after what you want to do? Why not live the life that you want to live and be happy? Because it's just, life is too damn short. It's too damn short. Fuck, I mean, the average lifespan is like, 76 years old for a man. That's not a long time. That's a very, very short amount of time. You know, I'd like to live to be, as long as I can be healthy. I mean, fuck, I'd like to live into my 90s. My great-grandfather was 86 before he passed away. So I'd like to live up into my 90s as long as I can be healthy. But that's not a very long time. And shit, and then when your body's actually healthy and strong, it's even less time. You know, fuck. It's, we just don't have enough time on this earth, That's why you gotta really take advantage of the time you do have. Everybody has a certain amount of time, and it's the only thing you can't get back. You can get money back, you can patch up relationships with people, you can find different jobs and shit, but you can't ever get your time back. It's the most important asset that we have. But let me catch up here. I'm super far behind, guys. Sorry. Okay. I'm seeing if there's anything good here to respond to, bro, before I get to the bottom. All your comments are good, guys. Everything you guys are saying is cool. You know what I mean? Makes me want to call my mom and tell her I love her type shit. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with reaching out to somebody and telling them how you feel. Like I said, there's not enough time. I mean, especially your parents and your grandparents, they have even less time than we do. So it is important to let them know that kind of shit. Even if it is, maybe you tell them every single day. Tell them again. Tell your friends. Tell yourself too. Tell yourself that you love yourself. There's too many people that are too hard on themselves all the time. Yourself is your biggest critic sometimes, man. And like, man, you got to talk to yourself nicely sometimes. Tell yourself you love yourself, and You know, be confident, all that shit, man. I flatlined 3 times. My heart stopped for a minute 30. The worst accident. I'm still here. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're here. The dude, I'm glad you're still here, bro. You know what I mean? In this moment right now with us. It's crazy, bro. Like, life is so fucking precious, man. I mean, humans are made of flesh and bone. I mean, we're very fragile creatures, man. I mean, anything can happen, man. You can fall down the steps, get paralyzed. You can get sick out of nowhere. There's kids that get cancer. I mean, shit, dude. Anything can happen at any moment. You know, and that is also what makes life so, I mean, exciting, is because it's unpredictable. If everybody knew everything that was going to happen, life would be boring as hell, you know? It's the same thing with people having different opinions and stuff. If we all had the same opinion, we would be robots. We would literally be robots, and life would have no meaning because we're all exactly the same. That sounds pretty fucking boring. You know what I mean? That's the fun part. And that's, you know, having the freedom to choose what you want to believe in and stuff, and other people will fucking crucify you for your beliefs and stuff, but fuck them, bro. What other people say does not matter. You know what I mean? The only thing that matters is what you think of yourself, bro. And then, you know, your relationship with God, if you're religious, and if you're not, that's okay too. You know, but I'm talking personally, you know, me, myself, and God, bro. That's the only thing that fucking matters. I know I shouldn't cuss, but it is my favorite sin to cuss. You know, my dad's a Marine, and, you know, I grew up with, I had 3 older stepbrothers, and yeah, we used to cuss. You know, I was a little skater dude when I was a kid, and we used to cuss all the time. So it's a part of my vocabulary. I can't help it. I love it. I love to swear. I do. Never been fired from a job. They always just disrespected me and I quit. Good, man. Know your own self-worth, bro. Like I said, you can always find another job, bro. Always. You can always find another employer, and you can find a better employer, man. I've had good bosses and I've had bad bosses. You know, there's plenty of good bosses out there. There's a lot of shitty ones, trust me. But dude, I think it's, you know, I had somebody in here the other night, man. They were like, they said that they, you know, they came home, they smelled like grease because they worked at a chicken place or whatever, and they felt, you know, their boss was talking down to them, and they felt worthless. And I'm like, dude, don't feel like that, man. I'm like, everybody's job is important. Everybody's got to do something. I'm like, you're feeding people. You know, that's probably, there's some people that's probably their favorite restaurant, and you get to feed them food, and you're making a paycheck, and you're doing honest work. There ain't nothing wrong with doing that. You know what I mean? There is no job that's above any other job. We're all on the same level, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like directly to you guys, but a lot of people get that twisted, man. They think they're better than other people. Not true. You know what I'm saying? We're all equals, dude. Other people have different abilities and other skill sets and stuff. That's what I was listening to Tony Robinson today. And Tony Robinson. And he was saying that everybody's equal, but not everybody is equal in the marketplace. So what that means is everybody is equal in the standing that we're all human beings, but in the marketplace, it's different, you know, and that's why people earn more money and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that you're better than anybody. Just because you make more money than somebody else doesn't mean you're better than them. That's not true. You know, people get that shit twisted, bro. Honestly, I just got here and you are just acting material for a movie or show. It's weird but cool. Dude, I don't know if I could do it, man. I had to do like a couple videos back in high school, and dude, I was so nervous to be in front of the camera. I still get nervous sometimes, you know, especially when I first started my YouTube. I've definitely gotten a lot less camera shy. You know, I've gotten a lot more used to it and stuff like that. But I still do get nervous sometimes, bro. Trust me. You know, especially like on my chat, my lives and stuff. If I get like a shitload of people in here, I'm like, holy shit. Like there's so many fucking people here watching me. But I've gotten more and more used to it, man. I think being an actor or something, I think it would be cool. You know, it would be fun or something. Do a commercial. I mean, that would be fun. I think that would be super cool. John Christopher said, hope evening all. God bless you. You as well. You as well. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Yeah, you too, man. You too, bro. What is the long-term plan for your YouTube channel? You know, I've told this story before, but I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 14. Since I was 14 years old, I've wanted to be a YouTuber. I'm about to put this dude in timeout here. I wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 14, but I was always too embarrassed. I was embarrassed, man, to tell people that's what I wanted to do, and you know, I cared what people thought too much and shit like that. I thought people would make fun of me or some shit, so I never did it, bro. And then I was just rereading one of my journals the other night, and from 2023, I had like some YouTube ideas, and I didn't make my first YouTube video till last year, right after I turned 27 on March 13th this month, but I didn't start until last year, right before I turned 26. March 6th was my first video last year, and because I was turning 26, and I was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I was like, I don't care what people say. I don't care what people, anything. You know, I was like, I want to do this, and I've wanted to do it since I was 14, and I wish I would have started earlier, but I started, you know, I'm doing it now, and that's all that matters. Go to bed. Go to bed. Night, bro. But yeah, my plan with YouTube though is, I want to be a YouTuber. You know, I don't want to be necessarily rich and famous and shit like that. I definitely don't want to be famous because I don't want people recognize me, flagging me down in the street and shit like that. That's not the kind of attention I want. But here's what I do want. I'll tell you this. What I want is to be able to live wherever I want to live and not have to worry about the job that I'm going to work. You know what I mean? I'd like to be able to pick a location and move there and not have to worry about my income. You know what I mean? Because that's what a lot of people, they have to live in certain places because of their job, or they can't move somewhere else because they don't have a job lined up or whatever. And obviously it's hard to just get up and move to another state or whatever. But man, if I did this YouTube thing and I made enough money to survive and I could have me a nice little house and pay my bills and shit like that, man, that would be the dream. That would be my dream, you know, 100%, is to be a YouTuber and live wherever I want to live and live the kind of life I want to live. And this is what I've always wanted to do, you know. So I'm going after it, you know. And maybe it won't work out. Okay, at least I tried. Because if I fucking grew old and this is what I've always wanted to do and try and I never did it, then I'd be living a life full of regret, you know, and I don't want to do that. I've worked too many jobs that I didn't enjoy and not done the things that I've wanted to in life for too long. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not living like that no more. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I want to do. I want to live life on my terms. So by the way, for your videos, get music from YouTube Audio Studio for free. I appreciate the advice. I appreciate that. If I do, I just do like on the YouTube Shorts and stuff. I mean, you can add like music and stuff off of there, but I will keep that in mind though. I need a Brave. I wasn't ready, to be honest. I'm thinking about quitting. I mean, usually if you're thinking about quitting, that is usually your sign to quit. You know what I mean? Are you talking about YouTube or are you talking about your job? Because I was going to say, if you're working a job and you feel like you want to get out of there, that's like your nervous system, your subconscious telling you to get out of there and to do something different. You know what I mean? So I think you do got to listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to your mind. I started at 24 during psychosis. It was fucking hard, but I did it. I know. I was like thinking about posting a video, and then I remember, I just rewatched my first video the other night, and it was trash. You know what I mean? It's not a good video, but I fucking posted it. You know, my videos have gotten a lot better. I mean, they're still not, they're not the greatest videos, but they're better than they were when I started. You know, and I have like right here written up here on my shelf is get 1% better every day. Make videos 1% better every time. So if you can make your videos 1% better every single video, and you post a video almost every day, that's 365% better by the end of the year. You know, and it's the same thing with yourself, your character, self-improvement, stuff like that. If you can just get 1% better a day, that's 365% better by the end of the year. So by the end of the year, you can be a completely different person than when you started, you know? Good question, Anita. Specializing in a type of content does help with the channel growth. For sure. That's facts. Wolf. Big facts, Wolf. Caden says March 13th is my birthday too. Oh shit, man. Hell yeah, bro. We're some Pisces, man. We're a couple fish. Hell yeah, man. You should try acting. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like I said, if I, maybe like my YouTube, if and when it takes off or something, like if I got approached or something, like do a commercial, like I think that would be fun. Like I think that would be hella fun, man. But I don't know, bro. Do you know Jesus Christ? I do. Yes, sir, I do. Jed, what's one thing you like doing for work? My two favorite jobs would be bartending and then some sort of physical labor. So tree work or construction, and then bartending. Those are my, because bartending, you get to be social. I like the social aspect. I like communicating with people. And you also get to, people get to have a good time and stuff. You can show people a good time, make them good drinks and stuff like that. Working at a restaurant with good food helps too, man. And then I like construction and tree work, man, because you're doing physical labor, you're doing honest work. And I'm a physical guy, man. So I enjoy that, man. I do. And like I said, I'm pretty big and strong. So I'm not trying to brag or nothing, man, but I have the abilities to do it. It's easy for me, man. I got tons of energy, bro. I got energy for fucking days. So, dude, I can fucking work circles around people, man. No problem for me. Big Colton. That's my, I was answering Colton here. Life can be fun for hanging out and chilling like this, and the channel more specialized content. Fitness is how I found your channel. Yeah, dude, I'm glad, bro. Dude, that's what I started when I started watching YouTube when I was a teenager, bro. Was workout stuff. You know, how to work out, how to gain muscle, how to do different exercises and shit like that. So I was literally laying in bed one night, like when I was, before I started my channel, and I'm like, what do I post? I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, workout shit. That's what I'm fucking good at. That's what I started watching YouTube doing. So like that video today, Wolf, you remember my video I posted today, bro? It's like I'm kind of like coaching. You know what I mean? Like taking you through a workout, giving you tips throughout it, kind of motivating you as we're doing it. You know what I mean? So that's, dude, I think that's awesome. That's how you found my channel, bro. That's super cool, bro. Super cool. My YouTube. Okay, Pandra. Yeah, no, don't quit. Don't quit YouTube. Just keep trying, and especially if you enjoy it. Even if it doesn't work out or whatever. If you enjoy it, then just keep doing it. Keep posting content and just do what you like, post what you like, and, whatever. My videos are also still not good enough. It gets better with time, but it's a lot. A lot of hard work. I know, dude. When I first started my YouTube, which, and there ain't nothing wrong with your videos not being great. Your videos are already good. You know what I mean? Like you posting videos already makes you better than a lot of people, because most people don't even post videos. And that's the thing, is you'll get trolls and people talking shit, and on their channel they don't have any videos, and they're like talking shit about your video. I'm like, you try it then. You know what I mean? But I thought it was going to be easy. I'm like, oh yeah, you just post some videos and shit. bro, there's a lot more that goes into it than that. You know what I mean? Editing, fucking the editing is not my favorite part, but editing some videos, you got to come up with content and you just got to be consistent. You know what I mean? Because you got days where you don't feel like taking a video, you don't feel like posting a video. It's easy to get sidetracked and stuff. And I know with the workout stuff, for me, like I can't listen to music if I make a YouTube video. I have to be focused on the video. And sometimes I just want to work out. You know what I mean? I don't want to take a video, but I know that if I want to be a YouTuber, that's what I have to do, Mixed martial artist said hi. What up? What up, man? Smokey Lock said you look like a good main character. I appreciate it, dude. Like I said, I always appreciate the kind words in here and stuff, man. The internet's crazy, bro. Crazy ass place. Lots of negativity, lots of division. So, man, when you hear some positive shit, some supportive shit, man, it's always nice to hear, Takes too much effort and time. You just have to go through the pain. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to keep, like I said, like all the people that are big on YouTube now, their first videos sucked. You know what I mean? They started just like where we're starting at. You know what I mean? They start from zero. And just like anything, when you do anything new, I used this analogy the other night. Every single professional basketball player at one point in time could not dribble a basketball. Anytime you start anything new, you're not going to be good at it, but you just got to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, Doing his thing, no rush, no stress, just easy living. Yeah. Yeah. And like we talked about earlier, life is complicated and can be hard and stuff, but a lot of times life is as hard as you make it. People are fucking hard on themselves, man. People don't give themselves enough credit. It's gotten worse too with social media and shit like that because you're constantly seeing what other people are doing, instead of living your own life and just focus on yourself. Because, like I said, a lot of people are already good enough, but they have for some reason in their head, they feel like they're not, or they need to do more, or this, or this, or this. Like, and I'm not saying that you can't do more and you can't be better because I like to be better. I like to get better and do better and stuff like that. But man, sometimes you just got to be happy with where you're at and be satisfied with who you are and stuff, because you're the only person that's you're inside your brain and shit. Nobody else is in your brain. So all day long, it's just you and your brain. So it's got to be your best friend, You need a dog named Scooby. Oh, you're saying you said I'm Shaggy grown up? Keep going, buddy. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Do you still lift? Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. I still work out, man. I'm still in the gym and I still exercise and stuff. I do all kinds of shit, man. Because I started out like, fitness, man. I got into bodybuilding and like heavy lifting and stuff for a while, but I've always been, health motivated first. Being healthy has always been my top priority. So now I've downsized a little bit. I'm not as big as I used to be, but I'm healthy as fuck. I'm in great shape. You know what I mean? I got great cardio. I still got plenty of muscle on me. I got I got a six pack still. So, I could be bigger. I could have more muscle, but what would that do for me? Is that going to make me happier? Is that going to make my life better just because I got more muscle? My life is good right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, mixed martial artist, if you get on my channel, bro, don't feel obligated. But yeah, I just posted a workout video today. It's like a ab routine. It's like a little bit less than 10 minutes, man. It's just like a continuous stream of exercises. So you go boom, 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 just between all of them. Then I posted a video of me the other day doing muscle ups. If you know what muscle ups are, and you hang on the bar and pull all the way up. So yeah, if you want to check out my channel, bro, I got a bunch of workout stuff on there, bro. I was one of the most jacked guys in my school and I got depressed and lost it all. Hey, bro, it happens, man. Life happens, dude. Like I was just saying with the muscle, bro. Muscle is not everything, bro. Like I said, I was big and jacked and all that shit, and did it make my life better? Maybe. You know, did it get me more girls and stuff? Yeah, it did. You know what I mean? But I don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just being honest with you guys. Bro, being muscular and everything, it's not all life, bro. That's the same reason I've downsized some, bro, is because I have a life, I have friends, you know, I've had relationships, I've had jobs, and I've, you know, liked to party and stuff. I used to skip parties to go to the gym, and man, I've missed out on some of the best parties ever to go to the gym. Dude, life is, you got to have balance. You got to have balance, man. So, dude, it's a part of life, man. That happens to a lot of people, man. You know, don't beat yourself up for it. Just get back on that horse, bro. Caden, you know, start lifting again. You know, get some put, you know, if you want to do that, if that's what you want to do, man, you can still do it. You know, it's not too late. I promise. Jen, I'm gonna be real with you. Create your own family. Says friend construction business. My stepdad has his own family construction business, and he's living perfectly right now. Yeah, no, I mean, trust me, I've thought about it, bro. My uncle has, you know, has a tree cutting business, Adams Tree Care, and my cousin, my older cousin, doesn't want to take over the business, and my grandma's, she's tried to push me into that several times. You know, like, oh, you should take over, and I'm like, but that's not what I want, though. I don't want to take over my uncle's business. I want to build my own thing. You know, this is like the same thing with I've been doing this YouTube because this is what I've wanted to do since I was 14, you know? So this is what I have to go for. If I go take over my uncle's tree business, that's his dream. That's my family's dream. You know, that's what my family wants me to do. What do I want to do? You know, that's what I'm going after is my passion, what I want to do, what I want to carve my own way in this world. You know, not pick up where somebody in my family left off. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people, bro, that let their family dictate what their life is going to be like that. And I don't want to do that. I've let my family dictate my life before. And like I said, I got older and was like, fuck that. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do, you know? But Colton, I hear you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downplaying what you're saying at all, bro. Hey, yo, do you play guitar? Dude, me and my older stepbrothers, we had a band when we were younger, bro. I played the electric bass. But I'm not a guitar player, no. I mean, I can play Brain Stew by Green Day. But that's like fucking like 3 chords. I got a buddy who plays guitar, and he's pretty good at it. All right, let me catch up here. Caden, time for reclamation, man. 10 years ago, I was in the same boat and couldn't continue because of health. Got stuck in a rut. But now it's a 180 degree transformation. Yeah. Like I said, it's never too late, dude. You know, life happens, bro. Sometimes you get derailed. You just got to do it again. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, bro, life's going to beat you down and you got to stand up. You got to try again. You know, same thing with the weightlifting, man. That happens to guys all the time. They get depressed or they drink or whatever and they get out of shape, but it's not over. You know, you can always get back into shape, man. Unless you have some health problems and stuff. And even Wolf, bro, like what he's telling you right now. He's had I think it was his hip. His hip was fucked up. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. But, bro, you know, he's back at it, man. Back exercising, bro. You know, shit. Hey, sir, love from India. My name is Nish. Hey, love from America, man. What up, bro? My best friend was killed, and I just need a friend like you. Well, dude, we're friends right now, man. You know what I mean? We're communicating right now, bro. So, like I said, dude, you're never alone, man. Trust me. You're never alone. I know sometimes it feels like that. Life has a way of doing that to people and making you feel like you're all alone and shit, but that's not true, you know? Shit, man, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being in the chat and shit. And, you know, talking to me and communicate with me too. Like, I appreciate you guys just as much as you appreciate me. You know, I couldn't make YouTube videos. I couldn't make live without you guys being here. So, shit, man. Just because it's through the phone like this doesn't mean we're not friends, dude. Cleaning is awesome, said Yo Jed. What up? What's up? What's up, man? You could be a lumberjack. Bro, that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. Was either be Batman or be a lumberjack. I thought that was like, I thought that was cool as fuck. So, I mean, I have been, technically. I mean, I've done tree work and stuff, so technically I guess I would be, and I'm about to go do it tomorrow. I mean, I'm chopping wood, I'm splitting wood tomorrow, running the tractor and running the wood splitter and shit, picking up big logs and running the chainsaw, so I'm about to do that tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. I told my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. Very clever, bro. Very clever. Nick Smart Start said, I like your streams. I appreciate it, man. It's like I said, it's nothing crazy. I don't have a gimmick or anything. I'm just on here just chilling with you guys. But I'm glad you guys enjoy yourself on here. Shit. Yes, total hip replacement. Yeah, so that was Wolf, man. Yeah, but Wolf still gets after it, bro. You have some setbacks, and you just got to get back up there, man. Just keep doing it, bro. So yeah, Wolf's a good ass dude, man. He's like one of my day ones, bro. He's been in like ever since. I mean, my first couple lives is when he started watching, bro. And he's been watching me, and he comments on my videos. Videos I posted, man. Gives me support and some motivational shit. So, bro, I love that shit, man. How's the weather in Massachusetts? I thought it was Massachusetts. Yeah, I'm in Ohio. The weather, I mean, last Sunday I got a sunburn, but then this whole week it's been in like the 30s. So it kind of fluctuates here in Ohio. We're getting close. We're getting close to warm weather. It was pretty warm today. I mean, it was in like the 50s or low 60s today, but it was still a little chilly though. I had some wind and shit. But I was like, after I got done working out today, I hit abs and then I hit the bike. I got a bike down in the basement, hit the bike, and then I was in the backyard walking around with my shoes off, just like barefooted on the grass and shit. But it was a little chilly out there. Do you still count your calories? No, I mean, I've never have before, bro. I never have. I mean, I have like a super high metabolism, bro. So I've never had to do that. I know that if I want to bulk and put on weight, I just eat a shitload of fucking food. I just eat everything in sight to gain weight. And then if I want to lose weight, I just eat less. But I've never been really strict on that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Supplements and stuff, I've never been. I mean, I've taken creatine, I drink protein powder sometimes, but I mean, not always. You know what I mean? I just make sure you're eating healthy food and exercising. I think that's more important than anything else, because that, like, I think with the counting calories and stuff like that, it makes it not fun. Like being able to listen to your body, I think is the best approach. You know what I mean? Being in tune with your body and stuff, I think is important. The mind and the body are one thing. And the closer, the more in tune you can make your mind with your body and stuff, the better off you're going to be. It's one unit. You're one organism. You know what I mean? Everything is connected. I feel like we all struggle with our faith, but that's part of what makes us faithful and also human. I agree, bro. You're absolutely right, man. Everybody does, man. Everybody goes through that, bro. It's normal. Do you have Instagram? Do you mind sharing it? It's okay if you don't want to. I don't have Instagram. I don't have any social media. I just do YouTube. I have a Facebook, but I use Facebook Marketplace. I don't have any friends. I don't follow anybody on Facebook. I haven't had Instagram for, a couple years now. I've never had a Twitter. I don't do Snapchat. None of that shit, man. I think that shit's bad, bro. I don't like that shit, man. I did have Instagram, like when I was younger and stuff, and I'll be honest with you, bro, it was strictly for females. You know what I mean? That's all I ever used fucking Instagram for. And I've kind of, gotten away from some of that shit because that was a fucking big distraction in my life, bro. So I fucking got rid of that shit, man. I like your textured ceiling. Appreciate it, bro. Would you rather be too hot or too cold? I think I could probably handle the heat. I think I can handle the heat better than I can the cold. This guy said I'm pregnant. What's your favorite soda? Dude, on a hot day, a Coca-Cola out of the can, very good. I like Coca-Cola out of the can, bro. Like I said, on a hot day, bro. Gives you a little bit of caffeine, you know, give you some sugar and shit. I don't drink soda hardly ever. I mean, I like beer. I pick beer over soda any day. But yeah, every once in a blue moon, man, a Coca-Cola out of the can is fire. Not out of a bottle. I don't like the plastic bottle. I like the Mexican Cokes out of the glass, but I still pick out of the can, bro. I'm depressed with no friends or girlfriend, and I drink every night. Well, dude, I know the drinking is part of what's making you depressed, man. Dude, alcohol is a downer, and it fucks with your hormones and shit like that, and it spikes anxiety and cortisol and stuff. If you drink every single night, dude, the next day you're just not gonna be, because that's why it's like a slippery slope. It's a cycle, you know. When you drink and then you come down, and then you need to drink again and come back up. So that's how, bro. Like you gotta, dude. Drinking is bad for your mental health. You know, I think the worst thing for your mental health is self-talk. They've done studies about this. Is negative self-talk is like the worst thing for your mental health, and like drinking and smoking are up there too. Because drinking it fucks with you, man. You know what I mean? It fucks with your brain, fucks with your hormones, your cortisol, gives you anxiety, makes you sweat. You know, like when you're hungover the next day, you're fucking shaking, you're fucking sweating, you're anxious for no reason. So, dude, like I mean, you cut out the alcohol, man, it will make you feel better. Maybe not short term, because short term you're gonna have to get used to living without the alcohol, which can be difficult. But once you get over that hump, you will start to feel better. Are you afraid that deleting social media will impact your ability to meet someone to settle down with? No. No, not at all, man. Dude, you just meet somebody in real life, man. Like I said, I've never had a problem with that. So, no, man. Not at all, bro. I mean, like I said, I mean, I've met plenty of women and stuff off of social media and shit like that, but I've met plenty of women in the real world too. So I ain't worried about that shit, man. Jed, same here, man. Left all those. It's been great. I agree. I agree with you, bro. I think it is bad. I think instead of saying females, try saying women. It's politer. I think I use both. Sometimes I use the word hose. I know that's not very polite, but sometimes, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, guys. What's your first ever game console? And a Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64, and then I had a GameCube, and then I got an Xbox 360. And that was my favorite game console of all time, was the Xbox 360, bro. Drinking is horrible for depression. Yeah. I agree, bro. It is. It like I said, it puts you in a spiral, dude. Cause man, and then you develop a relationship with alcohol, your tolerance goes higher. So now you need to drink more. And then the more alcohol you drink is going to have more negative effects on your brain, on your body. Alcohol is the only drug that affects every organ in your body. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before. It's the only drug that affects every organ in your body. Your brain, heart, kidneys, liver, everything, bro. It's not good for you. A little bit in moderation's okay. Especially because sometimes in a social setting, help you loosen up. And bro, some of the best nights of my life have been drinking. I'm not gonna lie and say that's not true. There's a time and place. You're my inspiration. I bodybuild like you. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you saying that, man. You know, I do my best, bro. I'm glad that you can look up to me for inspiration, man. That's exactly why I started making YouTube videos. Was for shit like that, bro. So, man, I think that's great. I just posted I posted a video today. It's like an at-home ab routine, man. If you're interested in watching that, you know, don't feel obligated or whatever, but if you want to subscribe and check out my channel, bro. You know, I got a bunch of workout stuff on there. With a ceiling like that, who wouldn't take your inspiration? I know it's a little dated. It's a little dated, man, but hey, keeps a roof over my head, keeps the rain out. You know, my house is warm and I can't complain. I can't complain about having a roof over my head. You know, my place is nice and clean. It's, you know, it's a little dated, but I don't care. I think this is a great place, man. I love the ceiling. I've never even thought about it, bro. I've had people in my live or whatever say something about the ceiling. I'm like, it's a fucking ceiling. I don't know. Does that matter? Does it matter what your ceiling looks like? I have a roof over my head. That's all I care about. I dropped out of graduate school last year and I feel shame from that. Well, I mean, what I would say is, I mean, if that wasn't your true calling, then don't feel shame about it. But if you feel shame and you feel like maybe that's what you were supposed to do and you're not, then I would say go back. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late. You know what I mean? It's only shameful if it's what you really, really want, you know. But if that's not what you really, really want to do, then don't feel shame about it, you know. Caden said, I appreciate the advice and I hope I'll listen to it. Well, yeah, man. I mean, dude, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can, that's what I mean. You have the freedom of choice and stuff, bro. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. You know, all I'm here is I can give you some encouragement, give you some advice and shit like that. But do you. At the end of the day, do you, man. That's what I would say. You know, take the advice or don't. You know, that's your choice. And you have the freedom to choose that shit, man. But, you know, I think it is like you were saying, bro. Like if you are actually depressed, man, I would say, bro, cut out the drinking, man. Cut it out for a little bit and see how you feel. Give it a month. I know that sounds crazy to go 30 days, especially if you do it all the time. Go 30 days, bro, and just see how you feel, man. Because I guarantee, bro, you'll notice you'll be less anxious, bro. You'll be less irritable. 100%. You'll be less irritable. You'll be less anxious, and you'll be more regulated, man. You know what I mean? You're not going to be you won't freak out as much, bro. 100%. I can guarantee that, bro. My brother is 3.5 years older than me and is married and makes a shitload of money, and I'm living with my mom still. Well, I mean, what can you do about it? You know, if you're upset with your situation, what are the steps you can take to get out of that? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with necessarily living at home. It's only a problem if you're not doing anything to change it, you know? Because everybody falls, you know, everybody needs to get back up on their feet sometimes or whatever and maybe move back home or some shit. And if you're okay with that, then it's not a problem. But if you feel like that's not what you want out of life and you're not happy with that, then you got to do something to change it. You know what I'm saying? So like, what are the steps you can make? I mean, you could make a list and write down 10 things that you want to work towards or 10 things that you want to change. Out of that list of 10 things, circle one thing that you can change right now. You know what I mean? I know this is a simple exercise, you know. Get out a pen and paper, 10 things that you want or 10 things that you want to change, whatever, and circle the one that really pops out to you and that you can do right now. You know what I mean? And then just get 1% better every day, bro. 1% better every day, you know? Yeah, this guy here, Prod, said you're not alone, Caden. Yeah, you're not alone, bro. Trust me, man. Your room is a haven for introverts. Well, dude, I appreciate it, man. I think I like to Dude, my buddies come over to our place, bro, and they're like, dude, it's so homey in here. Like our buddies have always said that about our place. They're like, bro, it's so homey. Like, cause I mean, it is. It's fucking comfortable here, bro. We got a nice place, bro. It's a nice place and it is homey, bro. It's not all like, it's not like, cookie cutter. You know what I mean? It's like people actually live here. You know what I'm saying? The decorations and stuff we have around is like, it's like going to your grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? It just feels homey, bro, because it's not fake. There's so many people, bro, they live in houses, man, where like everything is pristine, everything is perfect, and it's got to be in place. Like, man, no, we've always just like, our place has always been comfortable, man. So I appreciate you saying that, bro. Your room is kind of like the memes of how simple men can live. Yeah. Dude, I got a nice room. I got nice stuff in here, bro. Trust me. I mean, it's nothing extravagant or anything, but I got my TV. I built this myself. This is like one of my little, I don't know if you want to call it a dresser or whatever, but I fucking built that bitch myself. I got a gun safe in the closet. I got another gun safe here. I got my big, whatever you call these here. It's like a big dresser thing. I got my crossbow up there. Got another bow up there. There's one of my gun safes. Then I got my Ohio State. This thing is sick. Yeah, bro. And I mean, I got a nice bed. I got a nice comfortable bed, bro. I fucking spent some good money on that back in the day because it's where you sleep, bro. You got to sleep every single day. So I think a good mattress is important. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I don't need all that crazy shit, man, to be happy, dude. Trust me. I like nice stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have a nice truck and I have plenty of nice things, dude. But that's not everything, And I also, I can afford it too, bro. That's the thing too, is a lot of people buy stuff they can't afford or try to live a lifestyle they can't afford and stuff. Like, dude, you gotta live within your means, man. What do you think of marrying your brother who's 3.5 years older? Oh, shit. You should change your name to Advice Guy. You're good at talking to people. I appreciate it, dude. Like I said earlier, bro, like I have been, I have some gifts, man. I do believe God gave me gifts, man. And communication is definitely one of my, stronger attributes. So I appreciate you saying that, man. That's exactly why I started doing this YouTube thing, man. Because I feel like I could help people. So I'm like, dude, if I'm not helping people, I'm doing a disservice to myself and others by not pursuing the things that I'm good at, Like you said, I appreciate you saying that, man. Mixed martial artist. No, like I said, I'm not bragging or nothing, man, but I do think that is something I'm good at. So it's something I have to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a disservice to myself and others if I do not use my gifts, Let's just live in the moment, guys. It's great advice right there, man. I agree with that as well. Dude, when you live in the past, what is it called, bro? When you live in the future, that's anxiety. And when you live in the past, I think that's regret. And then living in the moment is the only true form of living, bro. That's the only place that we can be at is right now. We can't be in the future and we can't be in the past. The only place we can be is right now. And there's too many people that don't realize that. You know what I mean? They take that for granted, bro. Granted. That living in the moment, that's the only thing that's real. The future hasn't happened. And the past already happened and you can't change it. Right now is the only moment that actually matters, bro. So I think what Prod just said, bro, I think that's great advice. What is your age? I just turned 27. I turned 27 on March 13th. I was born in 1999. I think that one lady left because I said hose. Like I said, bro, I'm not perfect. I ain't perfect, man. You look like Nico Ortez. Is that military vet guy? I think I've seen him before, bro. Don't make fun of me, chat, for putting on chapstick. I lick my lips a lot. So my lips do be getting chapped. Nico Ortega, I'm pretty sure that he's that military guy, right? He's pretty funny. It would help if I had any friends. All my friends are in high school are assholes. Man, you got to find yourself a nice little community, bro. You know, see if you can. Dude, this is a notable piece of advice, man. Like, when you want to feel better, I think I might have told you this before, Caden. If you want to feel better about yourself, give something to somebody else. Help somebody else out. You know what I mean? Because I'm not minimizing what you've been through, because what you've been through is valid. You know what I'm saying? And how you feel is valid as well. But, you know, as the saying goes, there is someone who has it worse than you, man. Dude, when you can help somebody who's in a worse position than you, bro, that's one of the best feelings you can have as a human being. You know what I mean? So, dude, you can, I mean, I'm sure you have some sort of soup kitchen, or maybe you have a free store, and they're always looking for volunteers, bro. Like, if you want to fucking make yourself feel better, make your life better, man, help some other people out, bro. You can always volunteer for some shit like that. Or even, you know, I don't know what, you know, how you are with religion and stuff, man. Go to a church or something, bro. Go to different churches, see which one you like, see which ones you don't like, you know. There's always going to be a community, you know, and it's, you know, shit, man. You just got to put yourself out there, bro. You know, if you got a YMCA, you can join a rec league, bro, and play basketball and meet new friends playing basketball and shit, man. Or even, dude, you could get into golfing, and you can, dude, I've golfed with hundreds of random people. You know, sometimes you're on the course and they pair you up with somebody, and you fucking hang out with somebody for a couple hours, and you're like, man, that's a good dude. You know what I mean? There's always ways to find communities, man. You know, you could go to the library, bro. Dude, I go to the library. Dude, the librarians that work there, they're super nice. And I get to see them, and they're like, hey, how you doing? Oh, what are you reading? Well, like, dude, there's always a community out there. You just got to find it. You just got to look. Because this is what I've learned too, is that you won't find stuff if you're not looking for it. You know, if you're actively pursuing and looking for something, you're going to find something. You know what I mean? If you're actively looking for a community and you're really putting yourself out there, you'll find it, bro. You know? Shit, man, go to the gym, bro. Start talking to the fitness attendants, man, and meet some bros at the gym, you know? Go hit the sauna, you know, go talk to some guys in there, or some women, or whatever, you know? Dude, I know it's easier said than done. You know, I know I'm giving you advice and stuff, and I know it's harder than that. It's easy just to say that. It's easier to say it than in practice. You know what I mean? But man, I mean, shit, you just gotta do it just day by day, bro. Day by day. Some of these comments are off the wall. What does the ceiling have to do with anything? Dude, that's what I'm saying, Wolf. I've never had anybody make I don't know what they be talking about my ceiling. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't leak. Why would I redo the ceiling? I don't understand. What is my ceiling supposed to look like? I don't know. Quit nicotine. Take a break from caffeine. I think that's good advice too, because caffeine spikes your cortisol and shit like that. Man, if you don't drink caffeine, bro, you're gonna be relaxed. You might be a little irritable at first, but give it a couple days, bro, and you'll be cool as a cucumber, bro. Quit drinking, quit some caffeine, quit nicotine. If you did that shit for 30 days, bro, dude, you would be cool as a cucumber, bro. Do you boof? No, I don't smoke, man. Are you a Crip? I'm retired. It's like, I think it's once a Crip, always a Crip, right? A lot of the world live at home while stabilizing. Here in the USA, we can push to leave the nest at 18, which is great if parents properly prepare their kids, but sometimes it's too soon. I agree with that. Sometimes it is too soon, man. Like the plaid shirt. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is my buddy actually gave me this shirt. It was too small for him, so he let me have it. I was like, fuck yeah, man. I like the gray color on it, bro. I think it's pretty cool. I appreciate that. What's the last animal you hunted? Turkeys. Turkey season last year was the last time. Before that, I was deer and squirrel, but turkeys last spring. Unfortunately, the gift God gave me was a wife that spends all my money. You're not alone, man. There's plenty other men out there who feel that, bro. You're not alone. We got a dude Hayden in here. Hayden. Damn, I'm October 29th, 1998. Yeah, you're just a little bit older than me, man. You're looking so young. I appreciate that. I get some people in here say I look old. I'm like, oh. I said, well, I'm not young. I'm not a kid. I am I'm a fucking grown man. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, bro. Tiger Woods, good golfer, but bad driver, especially when he's drinking. Not gonna lie, you had me choked up with this amazing advice. Well, dude, I'm glad, man. I'm glad I can lend you a helping hand, dude. Like, if people haven't told you this kind of stuff before, bro, that's exactly why I started doing this YouTube. That's exactly what I do on these lives. Like I said, there's no gimmick. I'm just answering things the best of my ability. I've had many experiences, man. I've fucking been around the block, bro. And like I said, I had a near-death experience when I was 17. I almost died in that car wreck. And it fucking changed my life. You know what I mean? Changed my fucking life, bro. Made my eyes open up a little bit. So, man, I've been there, bro. Like, I've been there, man. You must be 28, maybe 20. I'm 27. Arisha, I'm 27. Very close. Very close. Right in the middle. Albin said hello. What up, Albin? What up? He said I'm legit 4 days off nicotine. It's been hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. Been off and on since 14, but I'm gonna do it for good this time. Dude, go for it, man. Dude, you can I heard of this book, bro. And it was he's an act Mel Gibson. He was a smoker for years and years and years and years. And he said he read a book and that's what helped him quit smoking. So there's a page of the book or whatever, and it said, go over all the, this is what it was. It was all the bad things about smoking. It was like all the negatives and stuff of smoking. And then it says, okay, now we're going to talk about the good parts of smoking. And then you flip the page, and it's an empty page. And he said that book made him quit smoking. So I know, dude, there's definitely psychology and stuff involved with nicotine addiction and stuff like that, because obviously nicotine is an addictive chemical, but there's also a psychology of it as well. Smoking, I heard this analogy, bro, and this was like, they said that smoking and vapes are like adult pacifiers, bro, because it's like that oral fixation. So it's like sucking on a cigarette, sucking on a fucking vape, bro. It's like sucking on a pacifier as an adult. It makes you feel calm, like a baby. And I was like, oh, hell no, bro. I was like, that's a crazy ass analogy, but dude, like, it's because my buddies vape, and I've smacked the vape. I've smoked before. I like cigars. I got a cigar right here, bro. But like he said, it's an adult pacifier. And I was like, bro, fuck. Okay, I'm pretty close to the bottom here. Let me catch up a little bit. Caden, find good friends, but don't conform just to fit in. I agree with that, Wolf. I agree with that. Be yourself. Stay true to yourself. Because if you stay true to yourself, the right people are going to come. And careful not to make friendships the center. Friendships the center of your world, because friends come and go. Find that strength from within first. Yep. Wolf's spot on, bro. Wolf's a fucking real ass dude, bro. Dude, he knows, man. That's fucking great advice, man. Bro, people used to tell me I looked 30 when I was 25. Now everyone is like, nah, you ain't 27. I know, I was kind of the same way, bro, when I was younger. Like, when I was younger, I always looked older than I was. But now I finally feel like I look my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in my early 20s, people are like, Are you 25? I've had people say I was in my 30s or whatever. But now that I'm 27, because I've looked the same, bro. I've looked the fucking same since I was like 20 years old, bro. Dude, we used to go to college parties, man. We were in high school and like, dude, we talk to college chicks all the time, bro. They think I'm an adult. I'd be fucking 17, bro, and they think I'm in college, which is not necessarily a good thing, but you know, things happen, bro. Back in high school, I thought that was the coolest shit ever. It's tough. I'm 3 weeks off weed, 2, but I'm only on the weekends once in a great while. Yeah, bro, the weed, dude, I think the weed is a lot more addictive than people like to say. They say the weed's not addictive. I think psychologically it can be. I think the habit of doing it can be addictive because anything can be addictive. Exercising can be addictive. You know, you can be addicted to soda. You can be addicted to watching TV. You know, like anything has the capability of being addictive. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think, you know, fuck man, I think weed is in the same boat, bro. I think a lot of people take it, you know, they aren't hard enough on it. You know, they think, oh, it's no big deal or whatever, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I've smoked plenty, you know, in my lifetime, man. I don't smoke anymore, but I don't know. I've done some stupid things. You know what I mean? Wasted some time and shit like that, bro. I think there are some positive components of smoking and using nicotine. It can improve immune function and act as a cognitive enhancer. I do agree with you there. It can relax you. It can make you a little sharper. It is an appetite depressant. Yeah. So I mean, it does, bro. Nicotine in and of itself is not necessarily super harmful, but it's the chemicals. You know what I mean? It's the chemicals they put in the tobacco. It's the chemicals they put in the vapes that's actually harmful. You know, same thing with like dip. You know, like there's a bunch of chemicals when you chew tobacco and it's going to eat your fucking teeth away and stuff. So yeah, I mean, there is an argument that nicotine does have some properties, you know what I mean, that can be beneficial. But it's just the chemicals that come along with it that's not. You know, if you could smoke, like I think, like I said, I have a cigar right here, bro. And I think cigars are all natural. You know, there's no chemicals or anything. I'm not saying they're healthy, but the fact that it doesn't have any chemicals makes it not as fucking deadly, you know? Because cigarettes, man, they're pumped full of chemicals. And those vapes, you don't know what's in those fucking vapes, man. You know, I know some girls and stuff that are nurses, and they say they've had young people come in with collapsed lungs from vaping. And I'm like, oh, hell no, bro. From smacking the fucking vape, and then you can't breathe? Oh, hell no, bro. Damn, that's true. If you always need to chew or smoke in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like a fucking adult pacifier, bro. Let me get down to the bottom here. I get angry when I don't smoke. Yeah, that's definitely a thing, bro. Wolf, I already booted him out, bro. I put his ass in timeout. I saw his dumb ass in here, bro. I kicked him the fuck out. He was in here the other night too, bro. But I booted him, like, immediately. Get that fucker out of here. That little bastard. It doesn't have chemical withdrawals, but you get addicted to the feeling. Yeah, of marijuana. Yeah, like I said, I agree with that, bro. I agree with you there, man. I smoke meth too, but okay. Now meth, man, you know, you get some speed going, bro. That'll really get you some work done, bro. No, that shit's terrible for you. Same thing. I think the same argument with Adderall, man. There's too many people that do that Adderall shit, man. It's, you know, it's amphetamine, and methamphetamine. I know it's not exactly the same, but they're close, damn close. That's what, bro, Hitler was giving his soldiers during World War II. He was giving them amphetamines. So they would stay up all night and keep fighting and shit like that. And these soldiers got like fucked up from years of taking it. I think Adderall will do the same thing, man. I've had people, bro, like I've known people and stuff do that Adderall shit, man, and it can change you, bro. There's a documentary on Netflix called Take Your Meds, and that's exactly what it's about, is Adderall. And there's an NFL player that was addicted to it. He was addicted to Adderall for years. And he had to get off of it because it was fucking him up, you know? Like I said, I'm all for like all natural, man. You know, I don't do drugs. I mean, I smoke, I like cigars and stuff, but I like to drink sometimes, but I don't overdo it. You know, I mean, health is wealth, man. You shouldn't, any foreign object that you're taking, especially man-made, is going to be bad for you. I don't care what people say, man. Anything artificial that you put in your body is not good for you. That is my belief, you know what I mean? And I think it's true as well. I know a guy, he's been on antidepressants for years and years and years. Bro, it has dulled him the fuck out, bro. He is not the same guy that he used to be, he's been taking it now for like 7-8 years or something, bro. It changes your brain chemistry. The longer you do it, it can literally change your brain chemistry. And he started taking it when he was in college, man. And dude, I mean, I swear he's fucking dull. You know what I mean? He just doesn't have the same spark. I have horrible teeth and I have no confidence. I don't want to talk to anybody. Well, man, you got to work on that stuff, man. I mean, you're perfect the way you are, bro. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people that got fucked up teeth and shit like that, man. Like, I know it can definitely fuck with your confidence, man, but, see if you can do some exercises, bro. Try to build that confidence back, And then two, I mean, if you want, like, if you've ever heard of Invisalign, I mean, you can always do that Invisalign stuff. I know they got payment plans. You get on a payment plan, you do the Invisalign for a couple years, it'll straighten out your teeth, man, if that's really something you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, fuck, man, I wouldn't say let that destroy your confidence. I know that's easier said than done, but, nobody's perfect, man. Everybody's got something. Everybody's insecure about something, bro. Trust me. Everybody. And if they're not, they're probably dumb. Some people are too dumb to be insecure. That's what they say, ignorance is bliss. Because I've met people like that before that don't give a fuck about anything. They're not the brightest guys, but man, they don't give a shit about anything or what anybody says, bro, because I don't think they're smart enough to know any better. But sometimes I envy that a little bit. I'm like, damn, I wish I was a little bit dumber so I wouldn't care what people think and stuff like that. Yeah, Adderall is just legal meth. It is speed, man. I mean, it is literally speed, bro. Everybody I know that takes that crap is crazy. Dude, I've worked with a bunch of different people that take Adderall, and they're fucking crazy. I mean, maybe not everybody, but all the people that I've worked with that take Adderall are fucking crazy. So, I don't know. They come to work, man, they're fucking all over the place, man. Their fucking emotions are out of whack. They just can't. It's like, dude. Jaron Boggs. Yeah. I had one buddy in high school that had like severe ADHD and he started taking Adderall. Dude, and he was like a zombie. He was literally like no emotion. He started getting good grades. He was just not himself whatsoever when he was taking that shit. Because he was someone who could use it because he was so severely ADHD and he couldn't focus and he got in trouble and he just couldn't control himself. And then he started taking Adderall, man, and he was just like, he was literally a zombie, bro. And I had an Adderall problem. I took Adderall every day in summer because I had to take a few chemistry college courses and clumps of my hair fell out from abusing it. Holy shit. That's what I mean, man. I'm telling you, like anything foreign, anything man-made that you're putting in your body is not good for you, man. I'm telling you, bro. I agree. That's why I love Beekeeping Supernatural. And it's good for so many different things. Even helps with cuts if you put it on it. Beekeeping Supernatural. I've never heard of that. Are steroids a must when competing in bodybuilding? If you want to get to the highest level, yeah. If you want to be a professional, yeah, there's no way around it. Every single professional bodybuilder is taking it. And even the amateur guys. Like, because I've been in the gym for a long, long, long time. Bro, there's amateur bodybuilders that don't even look good, bro. And they're blasting fucking gear, bro. They're taking all kinds of steroids. And they don't even, I mean, they look like it. You can tell because they're fucking big and pimply and shit like that, bro. And, but dude, what's the purpose? I mean, it's bad for you. It's literally bad in the pursuit of muscles, bro. If you really dream of being a professional bodybuilder and you can really be like Chris Bumstead, if you guys are familiar with that, or Sam Sulik. I went to high school with Sam Sulik. He's like, I think he's 3 or 4 years younger than me, bro. My roommate used to work with him at the city. Anyways, if you want to be a pro, then yeah, there's no way around it, bro. But there are natural bodybuilding competitions, and you can be a natural bodybuilder and you can make all kinds of gains. You can be hella big, hella strong and stuff, not taking steroids. And you can look great too. I've never taken steroids. And if you guys look at my profile picture, bro, I was 16 in that fucking picture, bro. 16. Because I have good genetics and stuff like that, and I worked out hard. I worked out every single day. I ate good food, and I had good genetics on top of it, man. And I was happy with that. You know what I mean? I was like 195 pounds. If I was taking steroids, I could probably get up to 220 or 230. But dude, what is the point of that, bro? You know what I mean? I was big enough. I was happy with what I look like, bro. You start taking steroids, man, dude, it can fuck with you. I mean, it'll fuck with your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your testicles. You know what I mean? It fucks with your natural testosterone production in your body. And as a young man, especially, you're peaking. You have so much testosterone in your body when you're young, bro. And then just to add more, because then you're going to fuck up your hormone receptors and stuff, and even your brain. It'll fuck up your brain, bro. Steroids can make you crazy. It can cause psychosis. It can cause all kinds of shit, depression, all that shit, man. So, dude, it's not fucking worth it, man. Aaron said, I don't have perfect teeth, but I have gorgeous wife and daughter now. Yeah, see? See, man, anybody can do it, man. Confidence is key, bro. Build some charisma and push past it, brother. I agree. Focus on your positive attributes. Everybody's got something negative about them. Focus on the good things. You know what I mean? Let the good things outweigh the bad things, man. Focus on what you're good at. Maybe you got a good sense of humor. Maybe you're really strong. Maybe you're really tough. Maybe you have really good integrity. Something, man. Like, let those positive attributes outweigh the negative ones, man. Because your physical, what you look like physically, is not who you are on the inside, man. Looks are not everything, bro. I know people say that shit, but that's because they're fucking shallow and shit like that, bro. I mean, I know, like I said, it sounds corny, but it's what's on the inside, not on the outside, bro. Because you can be good looking on the outside and you can be hideous on the inside. I've met a lot of people like that are not good people. They look good, but they are not good people. And that makes them ugly. You know what I mean? I've taken Adderall a good handful of times. This is Hayden here. But no addiction, just like 3 times a year. It makes me wonder, like, what it would do to someone if they took it every single day. Yeah, it can't. Dude, every single day? Oh my God. No way. No way. Caden said I could see you in a movie. Wow, I mean, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that, man. Wolf, you getting off here, bro? Hitting the hay? Well, hey, Wolf, I appreciate you stopping by, bro. I appreciate you, throwing some advice in here too, man. Appreciate you helping me out, bro. Giving our boy Caden some fucking confidence, man. We got to get him on the right track, bro. There's a fine line between confidence and lack of self-awareness. I agree. A lot of people that have ADHD are good entrepreneurs because they hyper-focus, but the school system isn't built for those types of people. So instead of rewarding them with things they're good at, yep, I agree, bro. Because I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if I have ADHD or not. My grandpa does, and my mom does, but they always told me that I didn't. I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. I've never let that define me or anything like that. But dude, I know that I have, dude, I got way more drive than people around me, bro. You know what I mean? Dude, if I get into something, dude, and I want it, I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing that can get in my fucking way, bro. Because I think it is like a superpower, man. If you can utilize it and not let it derail your life, I think there's many benefits to it. They say it would have been a benefit back when we were hunter-gatherers thousands of years ago because you would have more energy than other people, which means you could hunt longer and you have more attention to detail too, which would help you find food more. So they say back in the day, it literally would have been a superpower because when other people are tired, you're not. Gives you more focus, especially when you find something you really like. Man, if you find something you like and you have ADHD, bro, there's nothing that can pull you away from that shit, So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I have it or not. I might have ADHD, but I don't let that define me, bro. I'm just me. I'm just myself. I'm perfect the way I am, bro. I've had, teachers and family and stuff like that try to, I don't know, change me or something or try to make me something I'm not. Like, bro, you're not me. You don't know what I feel. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I can do. So shit, man, I think it is, bro. I think it is a superpower. And like I said, I'm not going to say that I do and let that define me, bro. Like I just am who I am. Like whatever happened to that? People just being who they are. Instead, everybody's got to have a label on it or you got to have a diagnosis. Like, what if you're just different? And what if we just leave it at that? You know what I'm saying? They just get told they're dumb and put on drugs. Yeah, it happens, man. Was Sam big in school? Fuck, bro. Dude, I didn't know him in high school. Cause he was like, I think I was a senior when he was a freshman, or maybe he was a sophomore when I was a senior, something like that. He was a diver. I never saw him in high school, so I had no clue, bro. Like like I said, I'm not bragging or anything, but you guys can see that picture of me on my profile picture. I was 16 in that picture. So when I was a senior, I was the biggest kid in the school, bro. I was one of the strongest kids. I was one of the biggest kids in school. So I never seen him. And then I started seeing him at the gym before he was famous. He used to go to the YMCA. If you guys get on his old videos, I'm in the background of some of his videos working out at the Y. But I remember a couple years after high school, I would see him. He would come into the restaurant where I worked at. I've served him plenty of times, and I would see him at the gym. So by the time he was like 18, 19, yeah, he was big. He was a big boy. Bro, my old roommate worked with him at the city. They used to spray paint the fire hydrants in the streets. And my roommate actually wrecked the pickup truck with Sam Sulek in the fucking truck. And he was drinking he had like a 2-liter of diet soda. And my buddy ran a stop sign and T-boned somebody. And he said Sam Sulek, the drink like went all over him, bro. And he looked over at my roommate Max and he was like, "What the fuck, bro?" So yeah, like he would literally, bro, my roommate would come home on their lunch break and he would come inside and we would hang out and Sam Sulek would be out in the truck just hanging out in my parking lot, bro. This is back before he was famous. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. So just kind of crazy, man. He's literally where I live, bro. He is a legend. He is a legend where I live, bro. Because he's fucking famous, There are drug-free federations too. Yeah, no, 100%. Hey, let me get down to the bottom of the chat. Don't do SARMs. Yeah, don't do SARMs, bro. Don't do that shit. I was talking to a guy when I was I was a senior in high school, and I was over at GNC. It's like a supplement store, and I was talking to the guy behind the counter, and he said he had a buddy in college who was taking SARMs, and it gave him erectile dysfunction when he was in college from taking fucking SARMs. So, bro, there is no amount of muscle that you can have that makes that fucking worth it, bro. Literally, bro. If you are taking SARMs, especially you're not even taking steroids, you're taking SARMs, and you get erectile dysfunction from that shit, bro, you need to reevaluate your fucking life. Hayden says, all right, I gotta go. Peace out. Hey, man. Peace, brother, man. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Can I check back tomorrow night for accountability regarding taking a break from caffeine and nicotine? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. 100%. You stop in, man. Yeah, what this guy said, Jazzy right here said, it's okay, Caden. Literally remember that there's someone for you. Yeah, man. Like I said, focus on your positive attributes, not your negative, man. And if it's something you can change, then change it. Like I said, I know you said it was your teeth that bother you. You know, I mean, if you really want to, man, you can get that Invisalign shit and get your teeth fixed. You know, you can do that shit, man. Oh, Wolf, you're still in here? All right, bet. Soda went everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, when my roommate wrecked the truck, bro. Because Sam Sulik, when you guys remember like his early days when his diet was like really, really shitty. Because he used to come home, bro, from work and be like, yeah, he's like Sam, bro. He's been fucking working out. He's a beast, bro. He's like, he eats like shit, though. He's like, he'd be drinking diet soda all day and shit. So he literally had a 2-liter. Or I don't know if he had a 2-liter or if he had like a big, just like a gas station cup of diet soda. And my roommate ran the stop sign, T-boned somebody, and fucking soda went flying like all over inside of the truck, bro. Yeah, dude, that was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. Braxton said, what's up, Jade? What up, Braxton? What up, man? How you doing, bro? Never heard of it. What are SARMs? SARMs, they're it's called a pro hormone is what they are. So they're supposed to have similar effects to steroids, but you can buy them off the internet. Because I knew some guys in high school that took them. Havoc was like a really popular one in high school. They're pro hormones, so it's not exactly a steroid, and you can buy them, like I said, off the internet, but they're not regulated or anything like that. And that's part of the reason it makes them so dangerous. But they're supposed to have similar effects to steroids, but they're not as good. You know what I mean? They're not as good as steroids. You're not going to get the same kind of gains, but there's potentially the same amount of danger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm not recommending anybody to do this shit, but if you were going to go down that road, you're better off taking steroids versus SARMs, because SARMs, you don't know what you're getting, and it's not going to give you the same gains as if you took steroids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that either one is safe, you know what I'm saying, but you're better off just doing the real thing, man, if you were going to go down that path. But yeah, they're pro hormones is what they are, bro, and they're unregulated, and they don't even like. I had some guys in high school that took some Havoc. That was like the really popular stuff back in like 2015, and it was supposed to make you stronger, make you more ripped, shit like that. Did it make a difference for them? I couldn't tell. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, bro, I'm taking SARMs. I'm like, why? I'm like, why would you fucking do that? And those guys that took it back then, they don't even work out anymore. What was the fuck? I mean, we were like 16, bro. Dora said, hello, I'm new here. You're handsome as hell. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. There are a variation of anabolic steroids, not quite as intense as traditional drugs like Test, DECA, etc. Yeah, boom. Boom, there you go. Mixed martial artist. That's a good explanation right there, bro. What would Sam order at the restaurant? Bro, I can't remember, bro. Probably like a General Tso's chicken. That's probably because I worked at an Asian bistro. It was like a sushi place, bistro place. They had like a big bar. So he would come in with his family, and he probably like General Tso's chicken. That's probably what he would get. Deep fried chicken and a bunch of rice and a diet soda. The owner of my local MMA gym, buy me in New York, gave my friends who actually trained MMA SARMs when we were 17. Yeah, that's not smart. That's bad coaching right there. That is not a good coach. Your depression is making you not take care of yourself at Caden. I agree, bro. That's what it sounded like, man. You know what I mean? Like, because we're not, bro, because we're not trying to be hard on you. You know what I mean? But we are trying to tell you the truth. We are trying to help you and stuff, bro. Like what Prod just said, bro. It sounds like your depression is derailing you, bro, and you got to get control, man. Like you said, if your teeth are rotten, man, you gotta get into the dentist, man. Get into the dentist, bro, and have them help you. Get some dental work, man, because they can help you, bro. It's not like it's over. If you don't help yourself now, it's gonna get worse, 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 and worse, man. So you gotta get on it now, bro. Like I said, fucking schedule yourself a dentist appointment. Don't be scared, bro. They'll help you. They're gonna help you, man. And don't be embarrassed. They see shit like that all the time. You know what I mean? But you gotta get on it right now, bro, before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Because there's stuff they can do. There's stuff they can do, man, and fucking help you, bro. Yeah, Jordan right here. You can get teeth replacement, man. Like they can, dude, they can help you out, bro. I'm telling you, man. You got to go now. You got to do something about it now before it gets to the point where it is too late. You know what I mean? Bro, schedule yourself a dentist appointment, man. The dentist is not, it's not super scary. It might cost you some money, but it's worth it, dude. And they have payment plans too. And even if you don't have dental insurance, I don't have dental insurance, but I go to a good dentist and I pay out of pocket, I pay cash, and they always give you a deal because I go to like an old school dentist, bro. I go every 6 months, make sure my teeth, they do a cleaning and then, x-rays and everything, make sure I don't have cavities and stuff. And it's $140 every visit, bro. That's not bad. You know what I mean? You don't need dental insurance. They can put you on a payment plan. Maybe you do need some dental work and maybe it'll cost a couple grand. They can put you on a payment plan, dude. They will work with you, dude. Trust me. And go look around. Maybe go to 2 or 3 different dentists, man. See what they can do and help you, man. It's going to cost me $14K. It depends what kind of dentist you go to, man. The rates are different at different dentist places. Bro, I was at a dentist. I went to a different dentist because I was trying to be cheap. I got a coupon in the mail. And they were telling me I needed braces and shit like that. I don't need no fucking braces. I've never needed braces before in my life. My teeth are fine. They're straight, bro. But they were like, oh yeah, this and this and this and this. And then I went to my original dentist and they had them send the x-rays over, took more x-rays, went all around my mouth and shit like that. No diddy. But they're like, dude, your teeth are completely fine. Your teeth are totally fine. And they're like, and what did they say they were going to charge? And I'm like, oh, they said they would charge. They said I had a cavity, which I fucking didn't, bro. Because the last time I went to the dentist, they told me my teeth were perfectly fine. And I went to this other dentist. They're like, oh, you need a cavity. You got to get a filling. And I was like, I was just at the dentist. They told me I was fine. So the next day, I went to my original dentist. And he's like, dude, you don't have a fucking cavity. And he's like, how much did they say they were going to charge? And it was like a couple $100 or whatever. And he's like, dude, we would do it for like $50. If you actually needed a filling, he's like, it'd be like $50. So dude, go to a different fucking dentist office, bro. Because they have different rates for shit, man. Yeah, and I told him too. I told my dentist, I was like, I will never go anywhere else ever again. I was like, I'm so sorry for trying to cheap out. Because like I said, it's $140 cash because I pay out of pocket. So it's $140 cash every 6 months to get a cleaning and x-rays, make sure my teeth are healthy. But I got a coupon. It was like $70 for a cleaning and x-rays. So I was like, ooh, that's a pretty good deal. And I went over there and they tried to give me dental work that I didn't fucking need, bro. That's actually a big conspiracy in the dental industry. If you guys want to look into that, there's a huge conspiracy. It's not even a conspiracy, bro. They say that dentists will give you dental work that you don't need. So that's why you got to go shop around, bro. If you go, one dentist might say you have a cavity, and you can go to another dentist who's like, no, they're trying to scam you. And you're like, holy shit, I didn't know. Like, dude, look it up on the internet, bro. Look up like dentist conspiracy. It's a huge thing, bro. Like, they say that they take out wisdom teeth that they don't need to take out, because wisdom teeth are only a problem if they get impacted, but that doesn't happen all the time. Like, I got my wisdom teeth taken out in high school, and I swear I did not need to get them taken out because they didn't bother me at all. And I got that surgery, dude, I was fucked up, man. My body did not fucking like that. You know what I mean? So like I said, they do that for money. They do that to make money. They're like, oh, you got to get your wisdom teeth taken out. My dad still has his wisdom teeth in, and my dad's in his 50s. His wisdom teeth have never caused a problem, ever. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to a dentist, sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, you got to get them taken out. Do you? Yeah, look up that shit, guys. That dentist conspiracy shit. Because I had a personal run-in with it. I had a dentist trying to get me to get dental work that I didn't need. And then I went to my original dentist. He's like, bro, you're fine. He's like, you don't need anything. I was like, I fucking knew it. I was like, I was just here. Motherfucker's trying to take my money. Sorry, I was on a rant right there, guys. He said, okay, thanks, guys. I'll take care of it soon. Dude, do it tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. Look up a couple local dentists and call. Call 3 different dentists and ask how much they charge. Say, hey, I want to pay out of pocket, because it's usually cheaper. It's usually cheaper to pay out of pocket than it is to go through insurance. Call 3 different dentists tomorrow, bro, after you get off work or something, and see and ask what their prices would be and what they can do for you, man. Do you like look maxing trend? I think it's all BS, man. Yeah, because teeth, bro, I had a manager. This is going to be my last thing about the dentist here. And I got to catch up on the chats. What Jorian just said, he's right, handle it now before later, because it can be a serious problem. I had a manager at my last job that had a bad tooth, and he had a rotten tooth for years and didn't do anything about it. And eventually he got infected, and the whole side of his face swelled up, and he had to go to the hospital, and he almost lost his life because he had a rotten tooth that he didn't get taken care of. So then he had to have a major surgery for a bad tooth, and it cost him lots of money. Like you're saying, it's going to be $14K. It cost him $40,000 to get this surgery done because he ignored a rotten tooth for so long, bro. It can literally kill you, bro, if you don't take care of that shit. Literally. People don't think you can. My manager, he was my general manager, bro. He had a rotten tooth for years, and it didn't bother him, and he knew it was bad. And then finally it got to the point where it got infected. And dude, they said the infection almost went into his bloodstream and almost killed him. He was in the hospital for a couple days, bro. And then he had medical bills that were $40,000. So $14K versus 40. What's worse? You know what I mean? But all right, moving on. What Wolf is saying here, bro. Wolf has got great advice too, man. Wolf is always, bro, he's always backing me up, man. He's a fucking real motherfucker, bro. Reclaim yourself. A bit at a time. Gym, dentist, work on your mind and body. Yep. Wolf is right. Prod said the same thing, bro. Like I said, man, I fucking love you guys, man. Dentists are like mechanics. Yep. There you go. Yeah, you guys are right. You're right about the wisdom teeth. Still got mine. That coupon was poison candy. I know. That's how they lure people in. Literally, they were luring me in with a good deal, and then they tried to upsell me, bro. Because that's what they work for money, just like anybody. Capitalism, bro. They work for money, man. So they're like, okay, let's get new customers in here that maybe don't know anything or whatever. We'll give them a cheap cleaning, and then we're gonna fucking hit them with thousands of dollars of dental work, and that's how we're actually gonna make our money. Bro, my dentist was pissed. Like I said, when I went back to my original dentist, he was like, "Where did you go?" He's like, "What is the name of this place?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's fucking some dentist over here by Kroger." And he's like, "Dude," he's like, "they're trying to scam you." He's like, "That's exactly what they do." Because he's like an old school guy. And he's like, "No, dude." He's like, "And if you did need that dental work," he's like, "it would be probably half if you did it here." What is important to bodybuilding? Motivation or discipline? Discipline. Discipline over motivation all day, bro. Motivation can be important because, I mean, it can help you and stuff, but there's going to be days where you're not motivated, man. And that's where the discipline comes in, bro. Discipline over motivation all day long, bro. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline never leaves, bro. When you get yourself disciplined, bro, it's unbreakable, bro. Motivation can break, motivation can fade, discipline does not. Jed, that happened to my uncle. He had to get back surgery from it. Yeah, dude, your teeth, bro. It impacts your heart health too, man. Like you can like people like it affects your fucking heart too, man. Trust me. Teeth are connected to nerves and things can spread into your system. Yep. Yep. That infection can get into your blood, man. Yep. And then you're in big, big trouble. Finn Howard said, "What up? What up, Finn?" Every time I get into a groove of working out, I stop going. How do you keep yourself motivated? Discipline over the motivation, man. You got to build your discipline muscle, bro, because discipline is a muscle as well. You know, your brain is a muscle, you know. I can't remember exactly what your brain's made of. Your brain's made of like fat, cholesterol, and tissue and stuff like that, but discipline is like a muscle, man. The stronger your discipline is, the better off you're going to be. Because like I said, motivation, how to keep yourself motivated. Okay. Well, even if we do want to go down that road of motivation, what I personally like to do is I like to watch, like, if you're into lifting, bodybuilding motivation. Literally, look up on your phone, bodybuilding motivation. There's one video, it's called I'm a Beast. And it's a video I've watched since I was like 14 years old, bro. I still watch it to this day. Like every once in a while, I'll just pull it up on my phone before I work out and I'll watch bodybuilding motivation. Or I look up MMA motivation. You know, this is kind of a goofy video, but it's a Dragon Ball Z video. And it's called The Warrior Who Protected His Pride. And it's about Vegeta. And it gets me hype. It gets me hella hype, man. MMA motivation, you can look up your favorite fighter. Or if you look up Pride Fighting Championship motivation. Pride Fighting Championship was a big MMA thing in the late 90s and early 2000s over in Japan. And those guys were some killers, bro. But if you want some motivation, watch some of that shit, man. I think seeing results keeps people going to the gym. I agree with that. Seeing results definitely does, but before then, make it part of your routine. Yep. That'll help you keep a log too. Yep. Track your workout and progress. I agree with that. You know what I mean? If that's what it takes, man. I think the routine is the biggest thing, man. Once it's a part of your life, it's just hard to go without it. Because if it's something you do most days out of the week, you're going to go 3 days without working out and you're like, oh, I feel like a piece of shit. You're like, I need to get back in the gym. I swear, that's how I am. Bro, if I don't work out for a few days or a week or something, I'm like, I know I got to get back on it, man, because it's a part of my life. It's a lifestyle thing, you know? This stream rules, man. I normally scroll through like 50 of these live streams in an hour. Dude, I've been here for like 2 hours. I know, it is getting to that time. It's getting towards the end of the stream, guys. We've been on here for a minute. But dude, I appreciate that, man. You know, like I said, I'm trying to be honest. I try to, have some integrity, trying to help people. Cause I told you earlier, bro, I was on YouTube lives earlier because I've never been on. And I was like, let me just check some of these out. And bro, I was like, okay. I was like, you definitely see some characters. You know what I mean? People got gimmicks, bro. People be like dressed up or, there's just all kinds of characters on the internet. And, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like people can be who they want to be. And I'm cool with that. Be yourself and shit like that. But yeah, I was like, I've never been on YouTube lives before. And I was scrolling through and I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. Because I was actually looking for inspiration. I was looking to see if I could make my lives better. But I think exactly what I'm doing is fine. You know what I mean? I'm on here. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm interacting with you guys. And I enjoy this too. Like I'm having a good time. I like this stuff. I think this is cool. I like to communicate. I like to give advice. I like to help people and shit. Like this is just as fun for me as it is for you guys. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it, So yeah, mixed martial artist, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you saying that, man. I think it's cool, bro. I'm glad you've been here, man. One Piece character Zoro gives me motivation. Yeah. I mean, anything like that, bro. Like dude, Batman. I mean, I know this is because I'm kind of, I like some of that stuff, bro. I'm kind of dorky sometimes. Like, dude, even watching some Batman shit gets me motivated, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, if that's what works, then it works, Solid advice. I'm definitely going to check out the Vegeta video. Yeah, it's called The Warrior Who Protected His Pride. Bro, that video is badass. It is so cool, bro. The beginning of it, because like if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, like it's like starts out with the Majin Buu thing. Vegeta's like, I wanted him to turn me to the way I was before. Bro, it was fucking, dude, it's so hard, bro. It gets me hype. I'm hype right now, bro, just thinking about that shit. It's so good, bro. He's like, I was the perfect warrior. Cold and ruthless. Bro, it's so cool, bro. Yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. I really need to discipline both my diet and consistency. Tired of being out of shape. Well, dude, I mean, I'm going to plug myself in right here, but dude, if you want to subscribe to my channel, don't feel obligated or anything. But dude, if you want to sub to my channel, I have a bunch of workout stuff on there, bro. I got a bunch of different exercises. I got different techniques, and I'm kind of like I just posted a video today. It's an ab routine. And I do the ab workout with you. And I motivate you. I'm like, all right, come on, guys. Come on. Keep pushing. So if you want to, you don't have to, man. But if you want to sub, man, and watch some of my videos, bro, I can, I'll show you some shit. I'll help you out, bro. Shit, man. I don't have any really I have some advice and stuff as the video goes on and stuff. I don't have any necessarily diet stuff on there. But I do have plenty of tips, man. Plenty of tips, Super Fruity Pooty said hi. What's up, bro? Devin, Mega, Big Will, Kano. Kano was in here earlier. He said he had to go to bed. And same with James. James was in here too. He had to get off. Devin only hops in on Friday, Saturdays. Because I think he's busy and shit during the week. So he pops in Friday, Saturday when he's drinking beer. Yeah, Mega, no. She wasn't in tonight, bro. There was a Southern Girl. If you remember Southern Girl, she was in here. But yeah, Mega, no. No, she didn't stop in tonight, bro. I hope she's okay. She went on that date on Friday. Maybe she's hanging out with that guy again, But yeah, and then Big Will was in here earlier, bro. He's always got to pop in and say what's up, bro. You're the most genuine person I've seen in years. You remind me of my best friend who died. Well, dude, I told you this the other night, man. I mean, he continues to live, bro. You know, he lives in your heart and shit like that, man. Maybe he lives through me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that shit. I believe in all kinds of spiritual shit like that, man. You know, I believe in God, but I think we're spiritual creatures, man. And I think, energy, we're made out of energy and stuff, man. I mean, I'm not, trust me, man, I ain't the most genuine person, bro. Like I said, I ain't perfect, man. I'm not. I've made a lot of mistakes, bro. Trust me. I ain't perfect, man. I try. I try to be the best person I can be. I try to be genuine. I try to have integrity. But do I fall and slip up sometimes? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I do. But I appreciate you saying that, Caden. You know what I mean? That makes me, it makes me feel good, man. And I'm glad you're here too, brother, man. Like, seriously. I ain't lying. I ain't lying to you guys. I appreciate you saying that, man. What's your favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. Or that's like the only anime I've ever really watched. Dragon Ball Z. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's like an American anime, but I love that cartoon, bro. And then if you've ever seen Akira, it's an old anime cartoon from like the 80s or 90s. Akira, fucking sick ass movie. Coffee Lust. Chris, what's good? What up, Coffee? What's up, bro? I saw a dude on here earlier dressed as Randy Savage. I totally get what you're saying about gimmicks. Yeah. I've seen some weird, like I saw a dude on here. I don't even want to say it because I don't want any black magic or witchcraft coming through my damn phone. Because I believe in that stuff too. I believe in witchcraft and shit. I think that shit's real. Black magic type shit. I saw a dude like dressed up like a fucking, I don't even know, like a fucking witch or something, bro. And I was like, dude, it like kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, there's all kinds of people in here, bro. So yeah, like I'm just trying to be normal, dude. Like I'm just trying to be a normal dude, bro. I'm a normal guy, and like that's all my life is. I know some people think, I've had some people in there like, oh my God, this is so boring. I'm like, okay, then leave. Then don't come in here if you don't like it, but no, I'm just trying to be myself. That's all I'm doing, man. I like a real person. If I thought someone wasn't, I wouldn't speak to them. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I definitely don't like fake people, man. The Roku screensaver in the back goes hard. Yeah, bro, I did that the other night just so it wouldn't be a black screen. And I had some of the guys in here earlier. This guy Kano and James. I was like, should I put on the TV again just so there's something to look at? And they're like, yeah, go for it. So pretty peaceful, pretty chill. That's my gimmick right there, is the Roku screen. Just subbed. I'll definitely check that out, bro. Thanks, man. No, thank you, dude. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub, man. Shit. Like I said, I just posted a video today. It's like an ab routine. So it's like a continuous exercise. There's no breaks in between. But it's like less than 10 minutes. It's like it's like 8 minutes, I think, is like the whole workout or something. A little bit over 5 minutes. And man, you can do that every single day, man. Yeah, watch that video, bro. And I'll fucking, I'll be pushing you, bro. In the video, I'm like, come on, guys. Come on. Keep up. Keep up. I'm like, if you need to take a break, take a break. I'm like, just keep going. Keep going. Jorian, nobody cares about me. We care about you too, Jorian. I didn't forget about you, buddy. Missed them. Was a bit late today. Yeah. Yeah, they were in like a lot earlier, bro. Would you consider joining the police force? I've thought about it, bro. But it's honestly just too dangerous, bro. Because I live in Ohio, so like Columbus PD, I mean, they start out like damn near $100,000 a year if you want to be a cop, because they need cops, because nobody wants to do it, because it's fucking dangerous, man, and people hate cops. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I've thought about it because I think I would be good at it. I think I would be a good cop. I would be one of those good cops. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck no. You see the worst kind of people, man, on their worst days. It's dangerous. You know, it's even some of the, because the restaurant I worked at, we had like a couple cops that would come in there and they were good guys. But they said when they go out, they do not let people know that they're cops just because they know that the reactions they're going to get. Like it's literally, it's not safe, man. Like I'm not going to go to my job and risk my life for a paycheck. You know what I mean? And I know, and that's what I mean. I would be doing it for the wrong reasons. If I was doing it to genuinely help people and stuff like that, then okay. But if I'm going there for a paycheck, you're not doing it for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I mean. Cops are supposed to help people. You know, that's their job is to help people protect and serve. But man, it's just there's a lot of bad ones. There's good ones. There's good ones. But man, it's you guys have seen the videos. You guys have seen the bad cop videos before. Man, I just rewatched the final season of Avatar last week. Bro, the last season is so good, bro. The Book of Fire, bro, so good. Prince Zuko has one of the greatest redemption arcs of all time. Bro, that last season is so good, dude. Hey, we got Zorak in here. Bro, I'm about to Zorak, man. I'm about to get off here. I'm catching up on the chats, man. I'm actually about to get off, brother, man. Shit. They keep ruining the Avatar live action attempts. I agree, bro. I've never liked the live action ones suck. But dude, the first, the Book of Water, Earth, and Fire, bro, such a good cartoon, man. I watched that shit. I watched it a couple years ago because I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Because I always watched it as a kid, and then I rewatched it as an adult. Dude, it is so good, bro. I love the journey, man. Because I'm a martial artist, man. That's what I started out doing was martial arts and stuff, and I've always been into that kind of stuff. Dude, the storyline is so good, bro. And the journey that Aang goes on, man, it's like actually it's a good show. Like it can teach you a lot of good lessons and stuff, man. I love that show. You should watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about the Cyberpunk, but I'm not like a big anime guy. I've never really gotten into it. I've liked a couple, but I've never I remember like Attack on Titan, like that was really popular when I was in high school, but I never watched it. Death Note, I never watched that. You know what I mean? But maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check out Cyberpunk. Roku screensaver increases lives. This Street Fighter movie is well done. Yeah, I've never seen that either. I've never seen that one either, bro. Dude, I wish I could answer your guys' questions all night, man, but what is the secret to finding meaning in life? Man, this is another good question, bro. Like I said, I don't want to get off here. Let me answer on a couple more. I got to get off of here, guys. What's the secret to finding meaning in life? Does it exist outside of us, or are we forced to try our best to make our own meaning? I think you answered your own question right there, bro. I think that it can exist outside of yourself. There's parts of it that do. Friends, family, community, stuff like that is going to be outside of yourself. But a lot of it is going to be internal, man. The meaning of your life is an internal journey, man. It's all about you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you go to sleep and when you wake up, it's only you inside of your brain. You know what I mean? And it is kind of up to you to find the meaning. It's up to you to find your purpose. It's a constant journey. It's a constant thing, bro. It never ends. You know what I'm saying? Even when you think you got it figured out, sometimes life changes. And now you have new meaning. You know what I mean? Or maybe you lose meaning. You had something that was meaningful for a long time, then you lose it. Now you got to find it again. So what is the meaning of life? The secret to finding the meaning of life is just to constantly try, bro. It's a constant journey, bro. Just keep going. Gain as much knowledge as you possibly can. Be the best version of yourself you possibly can. And then when you lose meaning, find new meaning. you know. So, yeah, I think you already know, Jeffrey. I think you already know, bro. It sounds like you already know, man. Caden, did you ever watch that episode of Secret Level, episode 5? Is that the Love Death Robots? I've seen it, but I haven't rewatched it though. Because I've seen, I think there's 3 seasons of Love Death Robots. I've seen all 3 seasons. I just can't remember what the episodes are. Please do a backflip. I'm making steak and broccoli right now at 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, if you're hungry, you gotta eat, man. You gotta eat if you're hungry. It's gonna hit so good at 3 a.m. Yeah, facts. It's gonna be bussin', man. Peter, thank you, Jed, for a great evening stream. Programmed to have the deepest sleep in his life tonight. I hope I sleep good tonight too, man. I appreciate that, bro. You've been programmed, Jed. No, I am. I'm gonna have a good night of sleep, bro. Trust me. I'll do it for you guys. May says hello. Hello. My friend trains Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, turns me into a pretzel every time I roll with him. Yeah. Yeah, that happens, man. That fucking happens, bro. Earlier I made honey chicken. Ooh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I could bang on some honey chicken. But all right. I'm at the bottom of the chats. I'm no longer suffering from Pepsi withdrawals. I have Pepsi with real sugar. There you go. I'm glad you're over your withdrawals. But all right. I'm at the bottom of the chat. I made it down there. So I got to get off here, guys. It's past my bedtime. I got to get some sleep. But hey, I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Fucking, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll get on here tomorrow night too. I've been doing it every night. About midnight is when I get on usually. I got on at 11 tonight. Wolf, that's why you got on later. Is because I started early. Because I started at 11 or something. So that's why you were on later. But you were actually just right on time. Because usually it is midnight. Okay. Last question. What is your favorite cheat meal? Cane's. Or a pizza. Either pizza or Cane's. Cane's chicken. Large Caniac. Large sweet tea. Half unsweet, half sweet. No coleslaw, extra toast. I'm banging on that shit all day. Grab a couple packets of pepper. Throw the pepper on that shit. Or pizza. That's my shit. All right. But that's the last fucking thing, bro. That's the last shit. I gotta get off, guys. I appreciate you coming by. You know, I'll be on here tomorrow. So, but all right. Have a good night, guys. Peace.